Ladies and gentlemen, this is Not the Experts. I am Titus. That is Levi. Welcome to another Monday edition. You know what I'm saying? We talked to you last week. You didn't hear it because things got messed up.
Yeah.
And then one of us got, by the time it was ready to upload, one of us got vaccinated and was not able to upload anything because your boy was going through it.
So it hit you, that second dose.
It hit.
Yeah.
So, like, let's see, I got it Friday morning, right? And, you know, it was cool, whatever. I was like, all right, this isn't too bad. And then by like midnight, I'm like, I should go eat something. Because, you know, I worked the night before, so I was on an overnight schedule. So I should go eat something. And by the time I was ready to stand up, my buddy hit with that Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. And boy, it was over with.
Yeah.
It was done. I said, oh, there it is. There's all of it. It is here. See, I was
I couldn't sleep for 2 nights. Like, my body hurt so bad.
Bro, what's crazy is the aches didn't come till after I had slept overtime. I said, maybe this is a sleep thing. I'm like, oh no, this is probably that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like aches. I mainly got chills. I had all the chills and fever stuff. That's what came to my life. That was fun.
Oh, okay. You see, mine was more of, it's weird how it hits people differently, but mine was all body aches. It was just really uncomfortable. Like I said, I could not sleep for 2 nights just because a different part of my body was just in searing pain. And then, like fatigue. But it was just, I just wanted to lay down all day.
Yeah, I was mad tired. I got a lot of sleep in. And I think I lost taste for a little bit. That was the other weird thing. Yeah. Because I was eating the bacon, egg, and cheese, and it didn't taste good, bro. It was like food. And I know it was good. You know, I know it was good because my mom made it. Mom's a good sandwich maker. So I was very confused as to why I didn't like it. It was like food. I'm like, I can't even eat the rest of this. Like, nothing looked good. Nothing tasted good. I was just like,
that's what's really weird about it.
Actual COVID? I was like, did I get real COVID? Is my taste gone forever?
An mRNA vaccine that isn't shooting actual COVID into you, but yet everybody who gets symptoms, they're COVID symptoms. So it's really weird.
Yeah. It was horrendous. But yeah, it was bad. It was a bad couple of days. And then, because I'm so smart, and, you know, I'm focused on the gains, bro. I went to the gym today because I got it Friday, so, you know, Sunday was recovery day. I went to the gym today, but I didn't think about it being chest and arm day. So, like, the arm I got the shot in did not appreciate that at all. Like, it's still very upset about that. Yeah, I was like, I thought we were past this already, but apparently we weren't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I rushed things. So yeah, now I'm dealing with that arm right there being difficult for no reason. But yeah, it was fun weekend though. But I'm glad I got it done, and now it was, you know, hopefully, you know, I don't have to get another one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully.
For real. Yeah, how was your weekend?
My weekend was straight.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I did this weekend and can't think of anything. Yeah. I don't even remember.
I might cut this. But yeah, we got movie reviews coming at the end of this episode, y'all. So y'all be excited for that.
Spoiler alerts.
A lot of movie talk. Yes, full spoiler views.
Yeah.
We're going to ascertain some things. See what we ascertained.
Yeah, and Space Jam.
Yes, a new legacy. Space Jam, a new legacy.
Yeah.
Yes. A Warner Brothers commercial.
Yes.
Levi, what's going on in the sports world, man?
A lot of things, sort of. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Tom Brady in the MCL. So apparently had a partially torn MCL the entire season. Is that fact or cap, Titus?
I feel like everything about Tom Brady is cap at this point. Like he is a capologist at this point, honestly, just adding to the mythos for no reason. Like it's June, it's July, bro. Why are we still hearing about your last season? Yeah. Like, it's like he always has to add something. That's probably he didn't miss the fact he was a 6th-round pick again. That's why he didn't bring that back up for the 35th time. Yeah. But a report came out that this could actually be a problem for the Bucks because if they've hit that injury the whole year, that's kind of against the rules.
Yeah, but apparently the Bucks didn't know about it.
So just Tom Brady and his private doctor friend knew about it. Dr.
Guerrero. They kept it on the hush hush. Apparently,
he can't even that man can't even get into an MRI machine. Like, this is nothing torn.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a LeBron 3 rims moment for sure for Tom Brady.
Yo, you know what's so funny about that? I was watching, that you mentioned that, I was watching one of those random NBA compilations today. Mm-hmm. I forgot what moment. It was like, I guess, crowd moments or whatever. Or shutting up the crowd moment, something like that. And they had that LeBron moment. And then I forgot about him doing the can't see. Like, as soon as he made the shot.
3 rims.
God, that was so funny.
Go for the middle.
Yeah, that was... Yeah. LeBron and Brady love that. They love the building their mythology.
Oh, they love it. Yeah.
It's so great.
Nobody loves them more than them.
No. Yeah. It's like all the greats have this habit. Mm-hmm. And it's Jordan's fault. Like, Jordan we all call it a Bulls documentary. That was a Jordan commercial featuring the rest of the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah. It for sure was.
It was for sure. Like, they all have this. These documentaries are going to be so ridiculous in the future, man. Oh my God.
Oh, they are. I'm over
all of it at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like the only one that might be a team documentary will be the Warriors one. That'll actually be a team documentary.
Yeah, that will be. That one will be. It'll be pretty together. Yeah. Dude,
yeah. I just wanted to play Thompson stories. Have you seen his Instagram with him on his boat?
No.
He is wild. He's on a boat all the time and being on Instagram Live and just saying stuff.
Yeah, now that you said that, yeah, I have seen a couple of those. He does enjoy his boat life.
Clay lives life, and I appreciate that.
Does Clay have a Salt Life sticker on the back of his car? Because yes, for that Salt Life. I fully believe that.
Yeah, I fully believe that. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I guess moving on from NFL, moving on next into the NFL. Mm-hmm. Melvin Ingram signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers today.
He did.
I didn't know this, but I learned today that the Steelers led the NFL the past 4 years in sacks. And it looks like they're just stacking up with Watt and who's on their other side or was?
I forgot. Hold on. I'm a live call a Steelers fan. See if he answers the phone, actually.
Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know his opinion.
Hope he's not with the new baby. And I make the baby start crying.
Oh, well, this is important.
What's up, man?
Hey. We're live on the show and we're talking about the Steelers and we got confused. We couldn't remember who's on your defensive line. So
who's on the defensive line?
TJ Watt, and we forgot the other name.
Well, he's an outside linebacker, technically.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, so you got Cam Hayward and Stephon Tuitt are the 2 DNs.
There
Cam Hayward is who I was trying to think of.
Let me see who our defensive tackle technically is.
How do you feel about the Melvin Ingram signing?
I like it because, it was going to be Watt and Alex Highsmith, and this just gives us some depth behind Highsmith and Watt, I guess. And I guess I was reading something. LA moved him around a lot last year.
Oh, really?
So, he rushed from the inside a bit and all that. So I like it a lot. 1 year doesn't hurt anything.
Word. Levi.
Tyson and Levi, that's right.
Okay, yeah.
He was gonna leave and then re-signed.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Josh, I have a question.
I can't hear you, Levi. Are you muted?
No, I'm not muted.
Oh, hold on.
How about just relay the message?
I had to fix my audio. I disconnected my headphones to try and hear him, and now I can't hear him. This is good though. But yeah, just thought I'd live call you. Oh, that's not what happened. Why would stuff be connecting the audio to my microphone? That's just weird.
I was gonna say you could relay the message if you want. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Is Melvin Ingram? Is this the 4th monster truck tire to fully compensate for Ben Roethlisberger? Are y'all gonna be able to get over the hump with this now?
I don't know. Apparently, Ben seems good this offseason. I guess he lost weight, which is nice because he's a big boy. And I guess the reports are saying that his arm feels stronger than last year because last year was a mess. But
yeah,
so we're just kind of praying.
That's real.
But the offensive line has to somehow hold up.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Oh yeah,
that's a real thing.
I forgot about that.
That's a real issue this year.
Yeah, that's a real issue this year.
Which is weird.
Third round guard converted to center. Looking at the depth chart, he's projected to start.
Oh dear God!
Which is fun because apparently he looks up to Pouncey and all that, so he loved it. And wore number 53 because of he's wearing 53 because of Pouncey. And he's just apparently mean. So I like that. But at the same time, I remember what happened when other centers had to play and couldn't snap the ball. And that does worry me.
Those were dark days. Those are very dark days. Yeah, those are very dark days. But I mean, the Steelers could be a defensive-led team this year.
I think they're going to be again. Because most of the defense is still there. They lost, who did they lose? Steven Nelson and Mike Hilton. Mike Hilton's a big one.
But you got Minka, and that's all that matters.
We do have Minka.
That's all that matters.
Minka, Hayden's back. Hopefully Cam Sutton will play on the outside well. And
remind me how many,
out from there.
Remind me how many picks to get Minka again?
3.
Yeah.
I have another question.
Something else?
Yeah. Good old Howie Roseman couldn't do that.
Nope, sure couldn't.
God, Levi has another question.
This is a very old question that should have been asked months ago. But what was the thinking behind picking Najee Harris in the first round when you got to address your offensive line?
I think they think he's Le'Veon Bell. I think that's the idea. But Le'Veon Bell had 4 All-Pros blocking for him, so that certainly helped. Le'Veon was very good, but he also had great blocking. I like Najee the player. I don't necessarily like the pick, and I hope the offensive line clicks, because if not, it's going to be bad.
Oh, that's such a waste of a pick if the offensive line doesn't work.
And that's why I thought there was too much on the offensive line to try to address. That just didn't make it feel like it was worth it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm just looking out for the health of my boy Najee. All right, I don't want y'all breaking his ankles in his rookie season.
Then it's time for Benny Snell football.
Benny, I do love me some Benny Snell. I'm not gonna lie.
I only love him because of his mouthpiece, how it's got the spinner on it.
Oh yeah, he's very
great mouthpiece,
very unique. But I mean, look, Najee Harris, James Conner, Benny Snell. It's a trio right there. Play some old school football.
Connor's in Arizona.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
No, if we still had James Conner, that would have made the Najee Harris pick way worse.
I thought they had him for security in case James Conner was sorry.
I would have rioted if we kept Conner and took Najee Harris. No, he left and signed a 1-year deal with Arizona. So I missed
that whole thing.
Snell and Anthony McFarland.
I paid so little attention to football. I missed that entire situation. That's crazy.
It was late. It wasn't.
Oh, okay. It was one of those.
Yeah, it wasn't in the initial flurry.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
Let's see.
I feel less terrible about it.
Signed. When did? How do you not have the date that he signed on the article?
That is a terrible article. It's a terrible way to do it.
Spot Track isn't going to have it.
Nah.
Okay, it was in April.
Oh, okay. I think I was still high on
right
Devontae.
Around draft time.
I think I was still high on Devontae Smith in April.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
I didn't notice anything else that happened except for once that happened, I didn't notice anything. Got a receiver. Before I let you go and live your family life or play more Madden, whichever one you're doing, probably both. I have 2 Braves fans here. Are you guys have anything y'all like to say about the Braves? Comments?
What's there to say?
I mean, if I have to say get more bullpen help one more time, I might kill over. So I'm not going to say it.
So we'll say go get Joey Gallo instead.
I like it. Just put more bats in there.
Did you guys like the Steven? Is it Voigt? How do you say it?
He's a bench bat. Literally.
Oh, okay.
I cannot form an opinion on it.
Understood.
I like the Jock Peterson move because that's at least just a guy who's going to hit lead off.
I know his name.
Not kill you.
I know his name.
It's a good pickup. I like.
He played for the Dodgers, right?
Dodgers player, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I knew him. I knew his team.
Dodgers, and then he signed a 1-year deal with the Cubs with a mutual option for next year. So technically, the Braves could keep him for next year if they wanted to.
Okay.
And they gave up a 25-year-old in A-ball. So
that doesn't count. That means
and for vote, I think they gave up a guy I never heard of. I think he's a 25-year-old who's still in the complex league, which is rookie ball.
The complex league, that's what they call it.
Yeah, they renamed the Florida Gulf Coast League and all that. They renamed to the complex leagues now.
Okay, interesting.
It's the same idea, just
a different name. Yeah, understood. I saw a Brian Snicker press conference the other day. and I saw the highlight of him saying nothing for like 45 seconds, and I get it. I understand why you all hate him so much.
I wish he still had the DH. It helped last year. It helped him out.
Yeah.
And good relievers also made him look better.
Yeah.
Whereas bad relievers now will make him look bad.
He seems very confused. Seems like a confused man sometimes.
He can be.
Yes.
But thank you, Josh, for this guest appearance. It made me very happy. I miss you.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Josh.
I was like, I knew I had to answer the phone. Like, okay, Titus is calling me like 8:45. Either something terrible has happened, or it's some sort of like sports question that almost like needs answered right away.
Exactly. See, you know me so well. You understand.
Exactly.
All right. All
right, take it easy.
All right.
It's cute to see his love for Ben Roethlisberger, him holding on to that hope.
Yeah, I think it's like partially hope and partially it's just, I mean, what other options does he have, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it's that, or, I mean, he's seen so many other quarterbacks that they've picked who are all terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what other belief can you have at this point?
It's so weird. The Steelers are really weird because they're really good at drafting and they're really good at developing talent, but at the same time, they're really good at not addressing the primary positions that need to be addressed.
Look, man, when they get a young quarterback in there, they're gonna be set. Like they're
a young good
everything you
quarterback,
need. Yeah, they got everything they need. But the problem is they're never good enough to like fall down to get a good quarterback, right? They're never bad enough to fall down in the draft to get a good quarterback.
Yeah,
like they're always a little too far. Like they were a little too high this year to get any of the guys, and none of the QBs got slanted enough to fall to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm forgetting everyone. Justin Fields. God, the Justin Fields slander didn't go far enough to have him drop to Pittsburgh. It went far, but it didn't go that far. You know, they couldn't keep it. They should go get Jordan Love or something. I don't know.
They could.
Wish them the best. I wish them the best. But yeah, that's your Steelers report, guys. Featuring Josh Berry. It always makes me happy when Josh is on the show. Josh is not the expert in the gang. For sure. Josh is definitely like not the experts member. He's just not officially, but he's not the expert for sure.
For sure. All right, moving on. Out of the NFL, I guess we'll go into basketball. So two different Olympic things. Number one, Bradley Beal, K Love officially out, and we substituted him with JaVale McGee, the legend, JaVale McGee, and Keldon Johnson.
If JaVale gets a gold medal, put him in the Hall of Fame. I don't care. I don't care.
Well, I know there are
2 rings and a gold.
I know they're totally two different positions, but Trae Young definitely got to be pissed, bro. I'm mad, bro. I'm mad for him. If I see JaVale McGee and Keldon Johnson got called before I did.
But I think Keldon Johnson was on the select team, which I think is why he got called up. Because he was on the select team already.
I thought it was just the Pop Spurs connection.
Yeah, I think he was on the select. I'm pretty sure that's why he got called up. But I understand the Trae Young thing, but also, bro, do they not have enough scoring guards as is?
Yeah,
or did they not?
They do.
Because they had Dame and Zach LaVine's also in health protocols now.
Yeah.
Too. So
that's a possible fallout.
Are we gonna win bronze at this point?
So that goes along with the second thing that I want to talk about. This isn't a headline, but it's something that we did not address in our last pod when we were talking about the Olympics. What are we, 0-3 now? Something like that?
No, they beat Argentina. They beat Argentina.
They did beat Argentina.
Yeah, they beat Argentina.
Lost to who? Australia, Nigeria.
Nigeria. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they played another one since then, but yeah.
So I didn't watch any of those games, and that's why I didn't even think to bring this up. But I mean, I'm so glad. We'll be a lot better off in the future in these international games and a lot more dominant if we actually make these rule changes the NBA is talking about, how not giving these BS jump into the defender fouls. Because that's how we're losing, is we're trying to get away with NBA fouls and FIBA is not having it.
Yeah, I think it's that. And Nigeria made 23s on that, put 23s on their head.
Yeah, that's true too. But when I saw the highlights, I mean, there was
the highlights that with all NBA players on the ground looking at the refs and refs being like, "You want to get up?"
Yeah, exactly.
What's your game plan today? What's your plan for the day?
Well, I want to know, what do you think? Because I know you're not really a fan of the BS calls, but I feel like you're not somebody who likes the FIBA rules either, or the FIBA.
See, I don't know. I feel like everybody's infatuated with the FIBA rules because of how they look right now, but I don't know enough about the FIBA rules to know how much they would affect the actual basketball. Yes, I'm trying to withhold judgment, but I'm all for please change the NBA rules. I'm sick of this. Yeah. You know what the other thing I'm sick of besides the weak shooting fouls? It's I'm dribbling up the court. I'm going to put my butt out and run into this dude and get a foul call. Yeah. Like, no, you just fell down. It looks like you lost your balance there, bro.
Yeah. You can't do that because you're literally changing your path into the defender. So I don't know why they've been calling that anyways. Like, that should not even be a call in the first place.
It's so terrible, bro.
I can get why the whole jumping into the defender and all that is being called. But I've never understood that because you're literally going out of your way to go into the path of the defender. What are they supposed to do? Stop on a dime?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to go down the court. The play. I'm trying to beat a defender at some point, and you was gonna run into me, and now we both on the ground, and I got fouled. I get extra foul. Like, I hate that so much. Yeah, that's what I really hate. So I'm looking forward to some rule changes.
Are those proposed rule changes actually legit, or is that something that's just floating around? In Twitter?
No, they said the NBA explicitly said they're going to address the shooting foul stuff this offseason.
Now, is that something that's going to have to be agreed upon, though, right, between them and the players?
I think it's just the rules committee.
Sweet.
I think that's how that works. I think that's how it works.
None of those players are voting for that, bro. none of them, bro.
Yeah, and what's good about it is that, like, man, the frustrating thing is these players are so good, they don't need that stuff, bro. Like, they don't. Like, you look at James Harden play basketball with that when he's not foul hunting, it's beautiful. Yeah, and it's fun because he's strong. Yeah. He's super strong. It's like, okay, I can get wherever I want on this court. You know what I'm saying? And I love watching it. I love it. But when they're out there trying to just bait fouls, and I'm looking forward to watching games at the end not be foul baiting contests where it's like, oh, I'm a pump fake. Let me jump into you. Oh, I didn't get a call. Hey, man, why didn't you call the foul? Because you're not getting that call. That's it. Yeah. I'm good with the fouls. I'm good with landing spot fouls staying, right? I understand you want to keep guys in the landing space.
Oh, yeah. But not these you jumping forward and landing on the defender.
And your leg kicks out in a way it doesn't kick. And now, you know what I'm saying? You kick me, foul. Like, no. Yeah. But yeah, I am looking forward to the rule change. I have enjoyed, I will say, I don't know enough about FIBA, but I have enjoyed seeing guys look at the refs and the refs look at them. Like that gif with Diddy staring at that dude in that singing show. Yeah. Everybody just staring back and forth. That's really what we have. It's like everybody's looking at each other. Like, hey, man, it's like, guess you better go play defense, dog. I'm over here now. Yeah. But yeah, I have enjoyed that. I think with the Team USA, for real, though, I think the issue is between all this health and safety stuff that's happening, the injuries, and these guys have played a lot of basketball lately, bro. Between last year and this year, for a lot of these guys, been a lot of basketball. On a lot of traveling tires and haven't had much time to work together. I think I was hearing a lot of guys probably took a lot of time off after they were out of the playoffs too. You know, because they had been playing so much, so they probably came in out of shape. And then they're still missing 3 dudes. USA still missing 3 guys because Middleton, Booker, and Holiday are supposed to be on the team. Which, I mean, at this point, I feel like, man, y'all gonna sit that out. Y'all have done enough. Yeah. Lord knows y'all played enough basketball.
For sure. I'm really surprised that they're still on board doing it.
Honestly, bro.
Yeah. I think, too, part of it is, I can't remember where I heard this. It may have been from Le Batard, somebody on there. But I heard somewhere today that somebody who has a close source to the Olympic team is that, they don't really care about exhibition right now. So it's not like they care about going out and putting out their best performance.
Low managing.
For sure.
I was super surprised KD went. That's what I was surprised when. I'm like, bro, you just gonna get all the time back that you lost?
I'm not that surprised just because, I mean, KD's living up to the I just want to play basketball hype. And so I think anywhere else he'd be out playing basketball right now. Yeah. So
I think the only one he missed was probably the year PG broke his leg in that Olympic thing. He sat that year out. So I remember that because he was like, I think that was too much for him. That threw him off. So he sat that year out, but that would be the only one he sat out.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, hope everybody is safe over there. The emperor is still afraid. And Japan's numbers rose like 2 weeks before the game supposed to start. I'm like, that is
Oh, really?
Yeah, the numbers hit a new level. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Perfect timing.
So chaotic, right.
I don't really have anything else. I kind of wanted to throw up the. I don't know enough information about it though. Have you heard about the fan from the MLB? The fan in the stand. I think it was at a Yankees Red Sox game.
I have not.
At Yankee Stadium.
I have not.
Well, he threw a baseball at one of the Red Sox players. And so now he's been banned from all 30 stadiums for life. But apparently the backstory is the Red Sox player or one of the players threw the ball like at the dude, at the end of the innings, like, hey, you want a ball?
Yeah, just threw it up.
Yeah, he threw it up. But I mean, it's all Yankees fans, and a Yankees fan called it. And all the Yankees fans around him was saying, throw it back. So I don't know if the dude intentionally like meant to hit the Red Sox player, but that's why he threw the ball, is because they didn't want a Red Sox ball. Yeah,
and he hit him.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a ban for not having his aim together. Together, bro.
Well, I want to see the distance though, because it may be pretty impressive that he hit him. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, this is what mattered for me. If I'm being fair to the fan, which I know that's not my reputation, if I'm being fair to this fan, the distance would matter. How far was the throw?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And how hot did it come in? What's the launch angle on the throw? Yeah. Yeah,
DJ Amen. But I appreciate MLB taking a no nonsense. It's funny, this is what MLB has a no tolerance stand for.
I guess. I mean, this is the first one I've seen like of them. I know they banned people from like certain stadiums, but I haven't seen all 30 stadiums.
All 30 is a wild ban.
Yeah,
being banned from all 30 stadiums is wild. You can't go to a baseball game nowhere. That's really different.
I need to see the video first. Baseball. But I think it's a little out of pocket. I think it's a little too extreme. But if I see the video and it's pretty intentional and the dude's like right there on top of him, then it was a good call.
Yeah, they went off on dude. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I definitely want to see. I got to see the video so I can understand exactly how bad it was.
Yeah.
Because I'm inclined to not be on his side. Random, I did hear, but the only thing I heard this week this week and last week, besides Acuna's injury was I heard about the shooting that happened outside the stadium.
Oh, yeah, outside of Nationals Park.
Yeah.
Which apparently... Oh, go ahead.
That wasn't fans, right? That was like just a random thing.
Yeah. So the report came out today, I believe, that the shooting and all that, it had nothing to do with the game. It just ended up it was just whoever did it, they just happened to be by the stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I remember they said everybody in the stadium was good, so I assumed it wasn't anything else. They just wanted to keep everybody before they let them out, basically.
Yeah.
That's terrifying though. Being trapped in a space like that, like that'd be so scary. Just being, and I think, I don't know, I guess because baseball, it might feel a little less chaotic because you feel like you got more room, but like just being trapped anywhere until being told you can't leave is just terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling.
I don't know. I think I'd feel a little safe though, because there's like helicopters around and inside the stadium. So they better have good aim. Anything else besides?
That's all I got, man. Trying to get to these finals?
The finals. Yeah.
Oh, first I want to shout out Khabib Nurmagomedov, because Khabib's young bull, Islam Makhachev, fought this weekend. And Islam said that Khabib was out there for a month because Khabib was in his corner. Khabib was out there for a month and he paid for everything for everybody. The whole team. Because Khabib is a real one. He's a real one like that. He also said Conor McGregor is finished and people should stop supporting him. Love Khabib. He was like, this guy finished. He's finished. But yeah.
Oh, wait, before the finals, I forgot to see it. I got two things I wanted to ask you. Number one, as a Philadelphia 76ers fan, I saw this trending the other day.
Affiliate.
And I don't know if, an affiliate. I'm sorry. And I don't know if this was the fans' perspective or this was actually something the organization said or did. But apparently, nobody wants to trade Tyrese Maxey for Damian Lillard. Yeah, I felt the same. Yeah.
Levi.
When I was scrolling through Twitter, that's how I looked. Yeah.
Levi.
Yeah.
I am the lone Ben Simmons supporter left outside of his family.
Mm-hmm.
I would trade Ben Simmons for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, that's why I don't know why the conversation wasn't that. I mean,
like Maxi's. I like Max. I think Maxi's got a lot of moxie. You know what I'm saying? I like what he brings. It's Damian Lillard. You move that man immediately.
Yeah.
You tell me you gonna have Dame Joel Embiid, bro? Running two man. And I'm talking about some Tyrese Maxey. No, you can replace the Tyrese Maxey. I'm sorry, that's a great replaceable piece, dog. You can find one of those. You know what I'm saying? I put Tyrese Maxey like he's with like Terrence Mann, where you want to have one of those, but if you can get something better, you move it. You get it out of there. You know what I'm saying? So is Maxey? So you tell me Tyrese Maxey is the Heat's 2020 version of the Heat's relationship with Tyler Hero?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Except for this is way crazier because I kind of get the whole honestly. Not wanting to trade Hero and Robinson and another one of those pieces for Harden. I understand that a little bit, but I totally do not understand and it wasn't just Tyrese Maxey who was the main one.
I think it was a package. It had to be packaged and included.
Yeah, but they were throwing out some other side players I can't even think of right now who were vital pieces for them and played well in the playoffs.
Thibault, I imagine Thibault would be involved in that.
Yes, Thibault was involved in that, and it was somebody else too. But dude, I'm taking Dame Lillard any day over those guys.
I'm sorry, and I like Thibault. I think if you have Dame, you kind of want to have Thibault with him for defensive purposes, right? But especially because if you unless you keep him at Simmons somehow, if you keep him Simmons somehow, then you can probably let Thibault go. You can just deal with it. Yeah. You'll be a little worse defensively, but you deal with that. You figure that out. You can sacrifice a little defense. You got Dame and Joel. Yeah, and you got Ben Simmons off the ball. You know, not being a total black because you got somebody that can create, not being a total black hole offensively. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is random, but I do feel like Dame would be good next to Ben Simmons because I feel like the Oakland and Dame would abuse Ben Simmons verbally until he decided to. Yes. So, I think Ben needs to be bullied a little bit, bro. I'm sorry. Dame needs a little bit of bullying,
bro. Dame would alpha him so hard, bro. Like, it'd be like two dogs, and Ben would not be able to move anywhere in that locker room without Dame Lillard in his face, bro. He's telling him this is my territory, and if you want to go to your locker, you better get through me.
Yes. Yeah. Do you have Dame as another topic in general?
Yeah. Dame saying that him wanting to leave Portland was BS, something like that. Said it wasn't true. He never said that.
Yeah. He said it wasn't true. And they also said in that same interview that he doesn't think they're a championship roster.
Yeah. And
they need more than just a coaching change.
Yeah. So technically, Dame pulled the whole. Well, technically, I never said that. So technically, he's not lying because
I haven't said it yet.
Cryptic Twitter messages of should I stay or should I go? That doesn't say I want to leave. That's just
he quoted
questions.
Nipsey Hussle lyrics the night they lost in the playoffs on Instagram.
Yeah.
Dame, man, this is the problem. I think Dame doesn't want to come off as the disloyal bad guy.
Well, he did that to himself.
I think that he definitely did the disloyal part, right?
Dame boxed himself in, bro.
He did, bro. He did. I'm sorry. But honestly, bro, looking around what I've seen, I think a lot of Portland fans, if he just came out and said, I just think I want to move on, they would respect it.
Yeah.
I think because they've seen the struggle, they know what's going on. None of them believe in O'Shea. Their team owner is a weirdo lady. They apparently the probably leading person that had investigating Chauncey Billups' case got found with a bunch of weird porn on his Twitter page, and they had to fire him. Yeah, that came out the other day.
What I
heard
was
who they had. That was their investigator for the Chauncey Billups hiring.
Wasn't it like an FBI dude or something like that?
It could have been.
I think it was some dude that they know who's connected. He's in the FBI, so he just has access to databases or whatever. But apparently, they never spoke and talked to anybody in any of the parties. They just hit up a FBI friend.
Oh my God.
I did hear that they're thinking about selling the team though.
Yeah. They got to get out of there. And then honestly, Dame, you just got to do it, Dame. You just got to bite the bullet. Look, I think the only thing Dame can't do, he can do it for me because I wouldn't care. I would laugh at him, but for the if he's trying to keep the rep, he just can't go to a championship team, right? He can't go to a big market team that's ready right now. He can't go to the Lakers. He can't go to I don't know. What's another
one? He can go to New York. That's the big market team.
He goes to the Knicks. Yes, he goes to the Knicks because that would just be his, right? Mm-hmm. But then I'm looking at you like, you should have just stayed because y'all, you're at the same team. Mm-hmm. It's the Pam meme. It's the same picture. They're the same picture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he can go there. He can go to Philly. I think he can go to Miami, right? Because Miami, I don't think anyone puts Miami there right now. He could probably go to Miami.
They have the pieces to trade.
Yeah, right. Like he's got options. He just can't go to he basically can't go play with LeBron. Is that really what it is? He can't play with LeBron.
No, he can't. But I'm afraid he's going to.
Do they even have the pieces that?
No, but
I mean, like he would have to explicitly say, "I only want to go there, and I don't want to go anywhere else." Right? That would be it.
I feel like
you have to say, "I want to go here."
I feel like Clutch is going to have some bags for somebody to make it happen. They're going to have something. Assets are going to pop out of nowhere, and they're going to magically get him.
Lakers fans be like Kyle Kuzma, Alex Caruso, and 2 second-round picks for Dame. Who says no?
Yes. Also, can I throw in, speaking of Dame possibly going to New York, is it weird for me to really want to see a Tom Thibodeau, Dame Lillard marriage? I feel like they're kind of the same dudes. Like
that'd be super intense. That would be so intense.
I would love to watch it. I would love it.
I want to see the Knicks. Actually, you know what? I was going to say I want to see the Knicks with a star like that, but I remember how they treated Melo, and now I don't want to see them with that anymore. Yeah. Oh, that was more Phil Jackson's fault towards the end. But I also remember that time they tried to tell me Jeremy Lin mattered more than that Carmelo take a back seat for Jeremy Lin. You remember that? Remember that was the thing?
The Jeremy Lin hype was real though. I mean, bro, it was some magical stuff, bro.
It was.
I mean, we all jumped on the Jeremy Lin train, bro. I mean, it was fun. Oh, I didn't. Well, I did. I wrote it.
I didn't because it gave me. It was right. It was fresh off the Tim Tebow season. And I couldn't deal with it. I'm like, I'm not doing this again in my life. I can't do this again. I can't. So I didn't really buy in, but I still feel bad for what the Heat did to him that year. You remember what the Heat did to him?
Yeah,
it was like, nah, we just not having any of this.
Well, see, I didn't fully jump in. When I jumped onto the Jeremy Lin train was the first game that I finally watched him, which was the freaking Lakers game. Because he had already gone 4 or 5 games in a row, and everybody's thinking like, "Oh, when's the Jeremy Lin train? When's it going to die?" And everybody's saying, "Oh, it's going to die tonight against the Lakers and Kobe." And he still went out there and balled, bro.
That Lakers game was crazy.
It was. So I had to jump on the Jeremy Lin train after that.
Yeah. But no, I actually would like to see Dame in New York because honestly, bro, if Dame goes to New York, I wonder if they can get somebody to come with him. I don't know who's available this offseason, but. They can build something there.
You can.
I like to see Dame get a team really built because I don't think Portland didn't have the assets or the cap space to do it, right? Mm-hmm. So if Dame goes to where they can really build something there, I think it'd be dope to see.
Yeah.
And if we get both teams in New York good at the same time, bro,
that'd be fun.
That'd be great. Be great basketball.
It would.
They rained confetti for winning one game. They were in the street celebrating for a playoff win.
Yeah.
It's not okay if you do that for a playoff win. Is signing Dame basically parade worthy?
Yes, I think they would. Riot, parade in the streets, whatever.
I want to place another phone call. I'm enjoying the phone call game. See if he's I want to talk to a friend that lives in New York. See if he's gonna ask. Yo, bro.
Hold on. Let me raise the volume. Can't hear you. All right, bro, go ahead.
Hold on. I'm doing a show right now, and I have a very important question for you.
Shoot.
So the Knicks, you're in New York when the Knicks rained down, had a massive celebration for winning one playoff game. You were there. You saw the streets. You sent me video.
The trains were flooded.
Yes. The trains were flooded. So if the Knicks were able to trade for Damian Lillard, would that warrant a parade?
Oh, boy. At least for a week.
I was really wondering.
Full week.
I was really wondering if my one playoff win started a whole celebration like a championship happened. So signing Dame's got to be at least a parade, bare minimum.
Yo, there's gonna be 2 days in New York where it's just not safe to go outside. The third day is when you can go out and do shit.
But the first two, you just stuck.
I hope you have groceries.
You gotta already have your kitchen stocked. Have your shelf stocked. Are you done?
Forget the DoorDasher. Dasher won't make it. I promise he won't.
Now, Canal Street will be littered with fake Damian Lillard jerseys.
No, Canal Street's way lower than. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the Chinatown. So you're right.
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's a knockoff street.
34th Street. Forget about it, bro.
34th Street's done.
34th Street will be flooded, bro. Wouldn't even be safe.
Word. Well, I appreciate you. Give me a pick for tomorrow night.
You already know, man. I'm going with Bucks.
All right, series wrapping up. Middleton Finals MVP?
Where is this coming from?
I don't know, bro. I don't know who started that, bro. I don't know
who started this Middleton could be Finals MVP just because he had one 40-point game. Bro, Giannis had two back-to-back.
Bro, only Middleton. See, Middleton disappears for the first two games of this series, and he comes back and it's like, oh yeah, look at Chris. Like, he misses the first two games, and then we forget about it because he starts cooking late. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you, dog. I'll meet you up in a little bit, though.
Holla, bro. Peace.
Yeah, thank you.
If I had to vote, my vote's for Bobby Portis.
Yo, I love Bobby Portis' energy so much, bro.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
I didn't get to look up the stats, but I really think if we did some digging, there'd be a correlation between Bobby Portis' performances and the Bucks winning. Because I feel like every time the Bucks come through, it's because Bobby Portis has been playing out of his mind. Which he didn't necessarily play out of his mind this last game, but he still was a great contributor.
Let me tell you my favorite Bobby Portis highlights in these finals. The highlight I'm going to remember forever. When he threw the ball, when he threw that out of bounds ball off Chris Paul, and then you see him yelling like it was a slam dunk. Like, that's my dude, man. I like Bobby, man. Bobby's just here for the energy. It's going to go good times. It's not going to go bad. You know what I'm saying? But he got the energy, bro.
Yeah.
Bobby got the energy.
Russell Westbrook energy.
It is a lot of Russell Westbrook energy for sure.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, the last time we talked, we both had the Suns winning, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Didn't we say it's over? It's 2-0. Why did we do that? Much. Why? Because this is what the Bucks, this has been their MO since after sweeping the Heat. This has been like the MO, hasn't it? Yeah,
we fell for it again.
Yeah.
I guess at some point you just feel like somebody's going to win on the road, right? Like somebody's going to beat them in Milwaukee for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's going to happen. And apparently it's not.
Yeah.
Apparently you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They're going to lose the first two games, come to your spot. You can go to their spot, get stumped out. Also we talked about how the series was kind of uninteresting, which it was. But then we started getting the highlights. All the highlights started rolling in. I'm saying the Giannis block, the Giannis alley-oop
dunk
with Chris Paul all in his inseam.
Yeah. LeBron in the back, admiring.
Yes. With his own tequila brand. That's a stunting move. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Having your own bottle under the chair with the label out because that's just what you get to do. That's a real baller move. Yeah. Rich Paul was there Rich Paul pulled up with a Dell.
With a Dell, yeah.
Salute, bro. Yeah. Just stunt on everybody for no reason. I respect the energy. But yeah, so we were dead wrong about this. We were dead wrong. But we weren't Amina Hassan wrong, and that's what really counts. We weren't that wrong. Okay.
Well, I don't know. If we run it back, I probably would have said they're getting swept, but I don't know.
The audio, no one's ever going to know, Levi.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was the last. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't it even exist?
They'll never know. Even if we were, it's not on wax, baby.
So, but you were texting me the other day. You still can't fully buy in, though.
No. Things the Bucks do just makes me not want to trust them. Because they got stuck on 120 for about 2 minutes in that game yesterday and just watched the lead dwindle down and started like, I don't know if they were playing panic ball or playing keep away and then just taking bad shots. I sent you the out of timeout play where they had 5 seconds on the shot clock and Chris Middleton calls time out because he got double teamed and they came out of the timeout. And the play somehow ended in Drew Holiday catching the ball, dribbling, and shooting a very terrible floater. And I can't trust that. That team is not something I can trust. It's very weird. And by logically, right, if a team wins 3 in a row, the series, they're probably going to win in 6, right? It's like, okay, they're going to get the series out of here. That's what you would think.
Yeah.
But I can't trust them yet for some reason. I just can't bring myself to fully believe Mike Budenholzer, Mr. Play Fast, Play Hard, Play Random, is about to be an NBA champion. He was a KD shoe size away from being fired a month ago. I can't. My mind's not there yet. It's just not.
I think for Budenholzer, the whole playing random thing, it kind of shocked me. And like I texted you, I said, oh, well, this is what I assumed. This is what I, mentally pictured every time I saw the Bucks in the locker room, is Budenholzer just saying, hey, go play random. But maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he just used the wrong word and maybe should have said unpredictable. But because that's what the Bucks play, I think that's the best way to describe how they play, is unpredictable. But they really remind me of Kyle Shanahan coaching in the Super Bowl, because what do I do? Do I keep doing what's been working, or do we need to run some time off the clock and play it a little conservative? And you're in a whole conundrum. And then by the time you figured it out, you've already lost. And I think that's what the Bucks do. They don't know what to do, because the fast break, run up and down is kind of their game. And so then when they want to control the pace or slow it down, they kind of struggle. Because the Suns are way better of a half-court defense. The fast break.
For sure. Interesting thing for the Suns for me is Devin Booker is ascending offensively, but I think it's kind of at the detriment of their offense.
Yeah.
Because he's not good enough playmaker yet, which is okay. He's still young, right? But I think the homie Tom Haberstroh put up a stat and said he has 0 fourth quarter assists in the playoffs. Like none. Not one in the finals yet, And I think that's a problem, because he's getting his 42, but their offense is at its best when that ball is moving, that offense is flowing. And I think the benefit of having a Booker is when that's not working, then you go to go get a bucket for us real quick, bro. I think they started to rely on that a little too much. And I think their youth is also showing in that regard, because they have moments where they actually finally look like a young team, which they haven't looked like all playoffs. They look like just world beaters basically all playoffs. Yeah. And now they finally got their backs are really against the wall. They're down, so they haven't been in an elimination situation yet in the playoffs. What was last deficit? They were down 2-1? That's the last one to the Lakers in the first round.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then AD got hurt. So that didn't matter anymore, and they finished that off. Ran through that. So it's a really, I don't know. Logically, I should say the Bucks, but something about that just doesn't let me trust them.
Yeah,
I would trust them more in 7. And that's what's crazy. I might when they feel like the real pressure, oh snap, it's win or go home. Then I might trust them more on the road. But 6 at home, I feel like this is either recipe for them smoking the Suns out the building or being a nervous wreck and blowing it. I feel like that's the recipe. Yeah.
I mean, it really could go either way. I will be totally shocked if the Suns come back. I mean, I've got the Bucks taking this. I like the angle you came at it with, which is one I haven't heard as much. I have heard it going with Devin Booker. Right now, everybody's focused in on Chris Paul, which I think is deservedly so.
He's been not very good.
Exactly. And I think Chris Paul, I'm not saying this is actually his goal. He plays like he's trying to be the MVP. He's not only trying to win, but he's trying to show you that his stamp is all over these games.
He's a control freak. And when it's working, it's great. When it's not working, it's like, this is bad.
Yeah. And that's been the problem, is that it's not working. It is not working, because even though he's averaging 21 points, which has pretty much been his average throughout these whole playoffs. They're not coming efficiently.
Right. And another thing for them is I feel like DeAndre Ayton's kind of been neutralized. So his numbers look nice, but you don't really feel like he's impacting these games at all, right? I really don't feel like it. I feel like his numbers are there, but I don't see or feel the impact of DeAndre Ayton on the court anymore.
Me either. I think where he does have an impact is mainly rebounding, and then a little bit on defense, even though he's been made to look silly a little bit on defense too, which you can't help. I mean,
you're getting hibachi.
Yeah, he does be.
Yeah,
and it's a tough ask for a young center to go guard a stretch 5 or 4. But at the same time, I think it's offense mainly where he's kind of missing or MIA. Yeah,
and he kind of goes as Chris Paul goes a little bit too. He's got to rely on Chris, and that's why I like. Because I was talking about it with friends who, is called earlier in the series. I'm like, the thing with him is like, he can't impact the game in the fourth just because, it's hard for him to impact the game. Like, he needs a center's got to depend on somebody else getting the ball. So I don't really get mad about them not impacting the game in the fourth. But the other part of the game is like, I don't feel you here, bro. Like the offensive rebound thing. You remember after game, 2, Monty was like, look, they out rebounded us. We can fix that. That's not a problem. The narrator voice, they in fact could not fix the rebounding issue. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still an issue for him right now. It's still getting kind of crazy. But yeah, I want to say the Bucks. I'm very curious to see. But the Suns being in an elimination situation for the first time could spook them too. This is the weird thing, man. This is a series of two teams who really haven't been in the finals before, so it's hard to who to fully trust. And like the Suns, when they were clicking, the Suns did feel like the smarter and more capable team. And now, I don't know, it seems like they're panicky now. Like they're a little panicky.
Yeah.
But even with the last game, I'm sorry, I had.
No, you go.
Even with the last game, bro, they shot, I think the Suns went 54-87 from the field. And the Suns went 48 for 87. Literally 2 more shots.
Yeah.
The difference was the timing of the turnovers and the timing of like things going wrong. Basically, right?
Yeah. No,
that's a crazy shooting percentage.
You're hitting the nail on the head, bro, because so looking at Pro Basketball Reference, how they do like the 4 factors that pretty much like the main differences in the teams. So pace, they're the same, exactly the same. When it comes to effective field goal percentage, Phoenix is actually shooting better. They're shooting 57%, while the Bucks are almost shooting 54%. But the 2 huge factors that's throwing it off is exactly what you just said. It's turnover percentage, which the Suns are almost at 12%, and the Bucks are 8.5%. And offensive rebound percentage, the Bucks are 30%, and the Suns are 20%. So when you look at the offensive rebound percentage and the turnovers, Phoenix is shooting better. They're making more baskets, but they keep turning the ball over. And that's coming from youth, but also that's coming from Devin Booker trying to force his shot too much and Chris Paul trying to force his shot too much. So I think, and Milwaukee seems to have it down right now. They're in the rhythm of they know where they're going with the basketball. They're actually sharing it. And Giannis is actually playing like a dominant superstar. He has
been, ever since he was getting slandered in that Nets series, he has been on one, bro.
Yeah.
He's really been on one. It's been great to see.
Yeah. So, it's just really weird because this series could easily turn on its head if Phoenix just improved those 2 areas.
It very well could, right? Like next 2 games could look very different, and it seems like this series is kind of built for that. But it also seems like, man, maybe it's just time for Giannis to get that ring and he's got everything at that point.
Yeah,
he's got it all.
I think it is. I think this just comes down to Giannis. He's the best one. I mean, he's the superstar on the floor, and so he's gonna get it.
I think about when stuff like this happens, though, how annoying it's going to be to play against the Bucks in 2K next year.
Oh, yeah.
God. That's going to be frustrating. The shots Chris Middleton's going to hit on you. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm going to be so annoyed. I'm annoyed already.
Yeah.
Trying to get around. We're taking my career year 1 point guard and then getting Drew Holiday put on him. Over with. Over with. He used to give me fits on 2K early. Well, early in my career. Eric Bledsoe, because he had like a gold clamps. Like, why is Eric Bledsoe a gold clamps player? Why does he have a gold clamps badge? Yeah. Like, for what? Yeah, it was there for, and then be in the playoffs too, which made me even madder because I've seen him in the playoffs. I know what happens. 2K needs to put playoff decreases on people. You put negative ads in there.
They should.
Not a playoff performer.
Yeah.
Eric Bledsoe just starts making random mistakes for no reason. But yeah, that was just
so.
Man, can we talk about Drew Holiday for a minute though?
Yeah, go ahead.
that man's defense is so beautiful, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's going from Paul to Holland to Booker, and he's just like he's so strong too.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't look that strong, but he's always there. And dudes can't bump him off the spot. He's getting the ball. You saw the before the street hound. You saw the steely hound Devin Booker earlier in the game where he had the step back three on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just he's such a good player, man. And they did go up a lot for him. I don't remember where we stood on that trade when they gave all that for him.
Oh, we were all for it.
Yeah, I feel like it was somewhere. We were around the spot of like if they win a championship, then it's worth it, right? You keep Giannis, you sign Giannis, and you get if you make Giannis happy, it's worth it, right? That's what we said, I think. Yeah. And they did what they had to do. People said what they wanted, but look, man, now look where they are. One ring is worth all those draft picks for the Bucks at this point.
Yeah.
Because if Giannis stays 5 years, you're at least in contention. You're not going to win every year. They're going to be in contention at least at the bare minimum, right? With that team going forward. So, hey, look at him. Look at him now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Middleton? He still confuses me.
Yeah.
He's so good, but he's so confusing because he's not always good.
Well, I think we kind of hit the nail on the head a few weeks ago. He takes the back seat and he's really reactive instead of being proactive. Mm-hmm. And so, when he starts making baskets early or starts attacking and looking for his own shots early, you're going to be good. But if he's not doing that and he's waiting till the fourth quarter, that's when it's the toss up. You get the Chris Middleton experience either way. Yeah,
that's real. I do like I remember earlier in the series, there's somehow, I think it was on the episode, somehow Giannis was like, if Middleton wants the ball, he gets the ball. And people were like, oh, that's weird for a starter saying like, first of all, I think Giannis is just like building up his guy. That's his dude. Like Giannis loves Chris Middleton. Like it's his man. That's what he's gonna say publicly. Yeah, my man wants the ball, man, get the ball. That's what it is. Like I like that. People like read so much of what Giannis is saying. Well, I feel like Giannis just saying what he says on surface level. Like it's not that deep. I mean, he called Kevin Durant the best player in basketball. I'm like, yeah, he feels like Kevin Durant's the best player in basketball.
Yeah.
It's okay to say that. Yeah. We're not gonna question Giannis' level of competition. Giannis gonna be there to compete all day.
I mean, I think it's a little.
Giannis keep it real.
I think it's a little deeper than that because I think that was in the context of, especially he called him like his closer or whatever, and I think he did.
He did say that.
Yeah, in the context of when it's fourth quarter time. Yeah, I'm giving Chris the ball, so of course everybody wants to jump on that and be like, "Oh, you're the superstar. You're supposed to be the one who wants to get the ball." But I praise Giannis being that though, because he's good. The dude's self-aware. He knows what he's good at and he knows what he's bad at.
He's self-aware and he's unflappable, bro. He doesn't get phased. He will go up there and airball a free throw and let you foul him again. He does not care.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you saw that video clip a few weeks ago. Because the Bucks behind the scenes team is awesome. They do great behind the scenes videos. And the clips always end up floating around. People was talking. He's like, I seen it all. He was just laughing at PJ Tucker. He was like, I seen everything. 2 air balls, free throw line, been dunked on. Like I've seen everything in this game, man. And he was over there laughing. It's like, yeah, it's real, man. That's really how Giannis' attitude towards this stuff, bro.
Yeah,
like he knows what's up.
That's part of the reason why he's probably become one of the, if not the most loved superstar right now. I mean, I think everybody loves Giannis.
Yeah. For sure. His sense has been great. He went from the not having a bad guy, you know, to, he's not skilled. The James Harden thing. James Harden tried. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's not skilled enough to do. I wish I could be 7 feet and slam and dunk. I'm sure you do. It'd be more fun for you, I bet. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm happy to see it. I really am happy to see it. And even with Phoenix, bro, salute to them, man. Because we saw them as a playoff team. We did not see this. Mm-hmm. This was not what we saw. And they caught some breaks for sure. Mm-hmm. But I've enjoyed mostly watching them play. Like I enjoy watching Devin Booker's ascension for one. Mm-hmm. I mean, they gave us that alley-oop win over the Clippers, which was, monstrous.
Yeah.
But, hey, it might not be a time. That's okay. Mm-hmm. I have a question about this, though. I want to take the time machine. Do you think Devin Booker and Luka Doncic could have worked as a duo? Because I'm not convinced.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think in theory it can work, right? But I think chemistry-wise, I don't think it would have worked out because Devin letting Chris Paul run the offense is one thing because that's Chris Paul. He's a legend. Letting the dude who the shiny new toy from Europe come over and I'm gonna let him run the offense that I've been in. I don't think Devin takes that too well. I don't think he does. And that's not even like I'm saying it's like a knock on him. That's just like a normal ego thing. Like, who are you, bro? I've been here. Who are, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even saying the knocking. That's just real. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like it wouldn't have worked out too well.
No, I don't think it would have either. They demand the ball too much. And similar situations.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I didn't fault the Kings for not drafting Luka. Like, I know, like, because they had just taken De'Aaron Fox, and I don't know how De'Aaron Fox and Luka work out either. So I didn't fault them too much. But the Marvin Bagley thing, the difference is one got DeAndre Ayton, one got Marvin Bagley. Yeah. You know, that's the big key difference there. And one is the Kings, just a waste of an organization. Free De'Aaron Fox.
Bro, free all of them, bro. They all
honestly, free the whole team actually. Yeah, free everybody. You know, Luke Walton can stay over there as coach because they ain't trying to pay nobody else. So, but free everybody in stuck in Sacramento for the love of God. Free the fans from that franchise too. At that,
yeah, that's a very loyal fan base.
It is. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I left Detroit for less.
Yeah,
we had a championship. They had a championship. And I left them. I was just over it. I don't. Y'all not even in my market. Y'all sorry. I'm not doing this.
The King Glory days were fun though.
They were for sure. Shout out to Tim Donaghy for running them. But yeah, man. So do you have the Bucks tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Okay. You think it'll be close, or you think it'll be tight and they'll pull away?
I actually think it'll be tight. I think it'll be tight.
Right. I mean, they won the tight Phoenix, games in the series lately. No, it's in Milwaukee.
It's in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Fair. I think I'm gonna unconfidently say Suns. Unconfidently say the Suns. Because it's not about them. It's about the fact that it's hard for me to trust Milwaukee yet.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to trust them right now. But that's the only reason I picked them. So I guess that wrap up this portion of the show, the sports portion.
Time for movies.
Movie time. NTE goes to the movies. This is 9:41. So we started with 8. I think we started like 8:39. So it's like an hour. Hey, we did like an hour today, right?
Yeah. I think it's a little more than an hour.
We started 8:30, didn't we? Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was a little bit more than an hour. I think it was 8:30.
Okay, yeah. So hours and minutes. Good for us. Look at us. And we had 2 phone calls, 2 surprise guests. I'm glad they answered the phone. I'm glad we answered the phone because I was really worried nobody was going to answer the phone. And people would think I didn't have friends. But so glad the phone got answered. But so Levi, we both watched Space Jam.
Yes. Well, do you want to start it off with Fast 9?
I guess we can start off with Fast 9. Yeah. I saw Fast 9 today, finally. Have you seen? How deep into the Fast Furious series are you?
Bro, I stopped watching. I think I've only seen 2 of them or 3 of them, maybe.
Oh, okay. So okay. Yeah. The only one I haven't seen is Tokyo Drift.
All right. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and explain to you and the audience right here one little clip as to my relationship with the Fast and Furious franchise and what I think about it. One of the 2 movies I've seen is Tokyo Drift, and it is absolutely my favorite one because it has nothing to do with that whole whack storyline, that family whack storyline. So Tokyo Drift's my favorite one.
Fast and Furious 1 and 2 are very good.
I've heard. Which Furious, 1 is good. 1 is good.
1 is good. 2 Fast and Furious is good, even though it was kind of a spinoff. Sadly a spinoff, but it introduced Tyrese to the series. That's how Tyrese got in the series. But 2 Fast and Furious is very good. Tokyo Drift is the only one I haven't seen because I thought it didn't have anything to do with the main series. Yeah. But I found out it did have something to do with the main series. I'm like, oh, this matters? I'm sorry. Haven't watched it. Yes.
Oh, that dude ends up coming back. Wait.
Yeah, because Jason Statham kills Han. And then Han, he said he didn't kill Han because Han's still alive. But Han was dead for 4 movies. But he's back.
Wait, I thought Han died in Tokyo Drift.
Oh, did he die? Oh, that happened in Tokyo Drift?
Oh, no. What does Han look like?
No, Han was in Tokyo. Han was the main character. I know they killed him in Tokyo Drift.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. That was Sam. That was a different dude that died in Tokyo Drift. Okay. My bad. Okay. He was the mechanic car dude.
Okay. Han died after Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
He was killed by Jason Statham. But he wasn't. Yeah,
wait, was this actually Jason Statham, or are you comparing somebody else to Jason?
No, Jason Statham. Jason Statham killed him.
Okay.
Jason Statham's character killed him. Yeah, Jason Statham. Jason Statham's Fast Furious character.
But that didn't happen but I'm confused as
no, it didn't happen in Tokyo Drift, but they used it to tie Tokyo Drift in to the main universe because Han was cool with Vin Diesel and them.
But was Han in Tokyo Drift though?
I thought Han came from Tokyo Drift. Did he not come from Tokyo Drift?
I don't even know what Han looks like or who's Han. Is he the country boy?
No, Han got killed in Tokyo though. That's why I thought he was in Tokyo Drift.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with because the one dude I'm thinking of who got killed was Sam. Pretty sure that was his name.
I have to look into this because I'm very confused. You have just blown my mind.
Everybody who I know who likes the Fast and Furious franchise, they all say that Tokyo Drift's the worst one. They hate it.
Okay, I'm looking at Tokyo Drift list now.
Oh, he was in Tokyo Drift.
Okay, thank you.
He was. But yeah, he didn't die in Tokyo Drift. You're right.
Okay, they didn't kill him in Tokyo Drift.
I don't even remember what this dude was supposed to be in Tokyo Drift or what he was.
Well, he ended up mattering and getting killed later on. Mm-hmm. And I remember they were like, he's from Tokyo Drift. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He's in Tokyo Drift. Awesome. But he gets killed. Jason Statham kills his character. Except he didn't kill his character, as we find out in Fast 9, because Han somehow survived. Because no one dies in this series in the movies. No one in the movies who dies, except for Han's girlfriend. She apparently died. I don't even remember Giselle. Do you remember? I don't remember one named Giselle, but apparently she died. She's dead. I'm like, okay, Giselle's dead. Okay. Giselle is Gal Gadot's character. She did die. I remember that now. Because I remember being like, Gal Gadot was in Fast and Furious. Oh, she was. Gal Gadot plays Wonder Woman. So like, she was in Fast and Furious. That's crazy. She did die. Yeah, I remember that now. So I watched Fast 9 today, Levi. Mm-hmm. I want people to understand that I have hate watched Fast and Furious movies for the past like 6 movies. It's all been a hate watch. I've been over the series for a very long time.
Yeah.
Once they drove the safe through the streets, I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's the streets of Brazil, and you're driving a safe through them. Like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. But I have a lot of notes on Fast 9. I don't know if you can see that, Levi. This is basically a play-by-play.
Very diligent note-taking.
Yes, I did basically a play-by-play. I learned it from Cinephobe, the podcast where they watch poorly rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes and ascertain whether there is a good rating or a bad rating. Mm-hmm. That's where I learned that from. Cinephobe, get it wherever podcasts are available. I want you to know this movie started with a flashback. I'm not gonna read all these notes, but I want you to know. I think one day I'll do all the note taking later. But it started with a flashback. My note says flashback. Dom has a father.
No,
yes, Fast and Furious. They just give it up and just gone for all the cheap quotes. Yeah. Dom's father is a racer, like on a lower circuit. He's about to be to the Busch circuit the next year, but he's on the come up right now. Mm-hmm. And there's some racer behind him that's hating on him, talking a lot of trash on him, hating. Mm-hmm. And Dom is in his pit crew, and young Dom's about to go over there and talk crazy, like, hey, watch your mouth. And his dad drops this word of wisdom on him. You ready for this? You ready? Mm-hmm. It's not about being the stronger man. It's about being the bigger one. And my note says, I'm sure that's going to come back at some point. Mm-hmm. It didn't, thankfully, but I was for sure. I surely thought it was. Then my next note says R.I.P. Daddy Dom, because Dom's father died very soon after that. On the racetrack. He died on the racetrack. Wow. His car, he got to a bumper thing with the other driver, and then his car went up in flames, and then he died.
And how old was Dom when this happened?
Teenage Dom. He was a teenager.
Okay.
Young teenager.
So this is why family's very important to him.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Except, funny thing about that family thing, he has a long lost brother who is John Cena.
The villain.
Yes. The villain.
So that's how it comes in. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we find out why Dom and John don't get along. Okay. So Dom goes to jail. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm skipping some story, but Dom goes to jail, right? Mm-hmm. Because he beat up the dude first of all, the dude, the rival racer that crashed into his dad's car was talking trash to John Cena, who I call Cena Redo, because the Toretto family, so I call him Cena Redo. Because I don't even remember his character. Oh, his character's name was Jacob. That was his character's name. But he was like, so Cena Redo. So the driver dude goes up and calls him, oh, you the useless Toretto. That's what he calls John Cena's character, the little brother. Yeah. And John's getting upset, but Dom, being the protector, broke comes up like, hey, don't worry about it. Go on somewhere. And the dude keeps talking junk. And then all of a sudden, Dom goes upside his head with a wrench, upside the head, and he beating him. And the other dude trying to come up and they pull him off of him. One of their family friends trying to come up and pull him off of him. Because Dom's in jail. They don't tell us whether he killed dude or he just beat him up real bad. I don't know. Dom may have murdered a man as a teenager. It never clarifies. It just literally, the next scene is literally him in jail. That's literally the next scene. Okay. And little bro John Cena's there to visit Dom in jail, right? But Dom doesn't want to see him, which I noted that. I said, oh, John Cena's brother doesn't want to see him. Ironic. Yeah. So that was a note.
Because if he wanted to, he wouldn't be able to see him anyways.
Exactly. It's a sad situation. Yeah. So he doesn't see him in jail. But while Dom's in jail, he's apparently working on cars. This jail has mechanics. And he meets these two Brazilian guys who he meets later. I think they're in the series later. He meets them or whatever, and they're talking and something. And they tell him something about something in the car that would cause a fireball because he was about to do something wrong. And that triggers something in his mind about something he remembered about his dad's car, the pit on the day it caught on fire. And apparently Cena was the one who did whatever he's supposed to do to the car. So Dom gets out of jail. So Dom sees it in his head and he thinks, oh my God, my little brother killed our father because he was jealous that he didn't like that I was the favorite or something like that. That's what triggers in Dom's narcissistic mind. Not, oh, this could have been an accident. Nope, my brother killed our dad. So Cena's on the streets racing.
Speaking of Dom's narcissism, yes. Is it safe to say by now in this ninth one, Vin Diesel is just playing himself now? Dom is Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is Dom.
The lines are definitely blurred at this point. Okay. They've got to be. I feel like you play a character 9 times. You're still on a character, right? Well,
yeah. You heard about him talking about showing Cena tough love on the set, right? Because it's a family and you got to earn your stripes to get in, and you gotta bring it when you join our family and be 100% in. You didn't hear this?
I didn't hear this.
I think everything I said was nonsense besides the whole, he did tell him he gave John Cena tough love.
Tough love?
Yeah.
Like John Cena
he gave him tough love on the set.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, let me bring home this brother saga. I want to bring home this brother saga so we can understand why he hates him. So right. Dom gets out of jail, right? And then they don't show when he got out of jail. He's out of jail. And Cena's a racing star now as a teenager still. He's like racing on the streets, everybody loves him. And Dom pulls up with Mia, Mia's the other sister. Mia's the sister. He pulls up and he's like, I'm gonna give you a race. If you win, you can come home. If you lose, you drive forever and you never come back. And I was like, yo, bro, why are you doing this to me? And it's like, because you killed our father, you bastard. How dare you murder our father? And John's extremely confused. You don't even have a chance to explain. John's very confused. Like, why are you saying I killed our dad? What are you talking about? But John understands what's going on, but he just won't reveal it because his dad swore him to secrecy about some stuff that was going on in their life. Yeah, that comes up later too. All so right. Yeah, I know. Needless to say, Dom wins the race. Thickens. Yes. Dom wins the race, and John Cena goes, no, and just keeps driving away and never returns because that's what his brother told him. And now John is the international super spy turned terrorist. Thanks to his brother, Dom being a terrible human being. Good job.
So Dom created the villain.
Dom created the villain out of his own brother. Mr. Family made his own brother a villain. Yes. Oh, would you like to know how Dom and Letty found out Jacob was around? Would you like to know?
Yes.
Levi?
Yeah.
Well, Levi, let me tell you what happened. There was a scene, it was a chase scene, right? Through like the woods jungle somewhere. Cause they had to go pick up, they found a sick, they work for the government now basically. So they had to go pick something up. They're supposed to go to a plane crash, pick up an artifact. No one can hack the safe. Of course, their hacker can hack the safe within 5 seconds. So they get a piece of this artifact. They don't know what it does. But I would like to tell you what vehicles they have while they're running away from a military envoy.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
A Jeep. Okay. So that's a decent off-road vehicle. Some sort of like, it's not really a tank, but like one of those big military like vehicles.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
A Dodge. Like a Dodge, I don't know, maybe a Challenger. Super
Challenger.
Yeah, probably a Challenger. Yeah. And a motorcycle. Bullets are flying. And I don't even know. Bullets are flying and ladies on a motorcycle. Oh, by the way, I have dialogue for you. Ready for this? Letty, I'll take point. Dom, be careful. Letty, careful is when you get hurt. As she speeds off on her motorcycle.
Careful is when you get hurt.
Yeah, that's what she said. That was
okay. I've read it is careful is how you get hurt.
Yeah, she said being careful is when you get hurt is what she said.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, here they are, driving away, and they run to there's a field of landmines that they drive through. Tyrese is in a tank that can't go fast enough to run through landmines. His vehicle doesn't go that fast. Of course, it's Tyrese because he's always the panicky one. So his doesn't go fast enough to get through landmines, but he somehow survives. He gets through there. Oh, his car gets blown up by a landmine, gets stuck between 2 rocks, and he has to climb out of it. And there's a landmine directly under it, so he has to not land on the landmine directly under him. Wow. So he does that, and then he runs, and then the car blows up. The car falls onto the landmine and blows up. And then he's somehow not dead, of course. And Ludacris like, why are you not dead? And he's like, I don't know. Because the movies find out the movie. I was telling you how they found out Jacob John Cena was still alive and around. Letty's on her motorcycle. She hits a ramp. But another car comes up and knocks her off the motorcycle. She goes flying. But because of the power of family, Vin Diesel was able to spin his Challenger around to make sure she lands on top of the car and not on the hard ground. So he swerves. She lands on top of the car with the power of family. And, they're staring into the distance and they see a Mustang pull up beside them. And it's John Cena picking up the piece of the artifact they had. And he looks at them and they look at him. And he looks at them and then he smiles and then he drives off. And that's how they find out John Cena, that Dom's brother is still alive. That's how they learn about
wow.
This. Yes.
Can we back up for a second?
Talk to me.
On that whole Ludacris line of why aren't you dead yet? And he says, I don't know. I feel like that was edited after the table read because I want to say the original line, and this is me just guessing here.
Yeah.
I want to say the writers probably came up with something clever like, I don't know, I think we're really just living in a movie. But Vin Diesel got really offended by that, hearing it at the table read, and probably threw some stuff and said, you think this is just a movie? You think our lives are just movies? This is real life. This is real life. You're a family. So, yeah.
Well, anyways, what's funny? What's funny about that, Levi, is he doesn't even say that. I just gave him, I don't know. He just made a noise, like a real like upset noise. He had just been through a lot. Yeah. So he didn't even say, I don't know. Yeah. So you could be right. And they took the line out.
I like the picture more funny like stuff.
Yeah. I like to imagine Tyrese wants to say serious things and they always make him do a joke.
Yeah.
That's what I like to imagine.
Yeah.
He's like, I think I can have a really good moment here. Like, but we can just do something funny.
Yeah, I've heard the Tyrese bit has gotten old, but
it's so old. Yeah.
I don't watch, so I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see where I can skip down. Oh, here's a fun line. John Cena is visiting Villain HQ, where they have a lady villain from a previous movie whose name I don't remember because I forget these people as soon as I leave the theater, which is why I had to take detailed notes for Fast and Furious because I was just trying to erase everything that happens from my mind as fast as it's over. And she's like, they're like trying to use her, I guess, basically. But she talks to him and she's like psychoanalyzing him basically. And John goes, oh, you read my psyche evaluation. Good job. And she goes, I read your second grade report card because that's what I do. Yeah, she learned him already. Yeah, that was her comeback. She read her second grade report card. And then she gave us a history lesson. This villain lady who's not doing anything gave us a history lesson. She mentioned Khazad Khan. Do you know who that is?
No.
Genghis Khan's little brother. And she said, no one's heard of him either. She was talking about him and Dom, basically talking about John and Dom's relationship. I'm like, no one's heard of him either. It's like, ooh,
war legends. comparing them to war legends. All right.
Yes. So as the team is licking their wounds and everything, they're like, lady's like, so you want to tell us about Jacob? And Dom's like, and team's like, who's Jacob? And they tell him who Jacob is, right? Mm-hmm. And Tyrese is like laying out everything. Jacob is like, so you telling me this dude that drove a car through here and there and did this? Oh yeah, Jacob drove a car off a cliff and got picked up by a magnetized helicopter or magnetized jet. As he did, yeah. So yeah, Fast and Furious. Yeah. So he says all the stuff that he did, that Jacob John Cena did, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, who is this? He said, ain't no way. And he's like, who does that? He's like, who does that kind of stuff? And Ludacris goes, I'll tell you who does it. A Toretto. I'm like, and at this point, I almost left the theater. Mm-hmm. I was very close to just being like, I'm done with this movie. I'm not doing this. But I stayed for the podcast, Levi. I stayed for the show.
Thank you.
I stayed for the show.
You fought through it.
Yeah, I did, because I was over it at this point.
We should have gotten you to. Did you tally how many different times you wanted to get up and leave during the movie?
There's a certain point. There's a certain note in here that says, "Wow, I'm only an hour into this movie." That's definitely a note that I took at some point. Because it was just a lot. It was too much happening for me.
Have they gotten to space yet? Because that's the one.
No,
I'm most
space is toward the very end.
Okay,
I do have space. Space toward the very end. I'm gonna skip around in a little bit. Where'd I leave off at? Oh yeah, they find out about. Oh yeah, I had dialogue. Cringy dialogue. Cringy dialogue is my favorite part.
That's what a Toretto
So when they found out about Jacob, it's not like Don explains who Jacob is or why Jacob's around, why he has a brother he didn't tell anybody about. This is what he does. Say anything with happens to him, this is on me and me alone. Mm-hmm. And them being a team,
yeah, they're a family, like, not a team.
Yeah, exactly.
They're a family.
They go, Lucas, nah, this is on us.
Yes, that's what family does. Yeah,
it's the exact dialogue. Mm-hmm. This is on us. And I'm like, of course, that's what he says because it's Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious, baby. Yeah. So then they get to work. They're fake using Tyrese to like make little jokes about the nonsense they do in the series. Mm-hmm. He's like, yo, you ever think about how none of us have been in trouble? He's like, look at my jacket. There are bullet holes in it. I am not shot. Like, how is that happening? Like, are we invincible? Like, what's going on? Like, they're trying to use him like yeah, right. They're trying to use him to make like some funny jokes about the series, which I did appreciate. Because if you're gonna be creative, at least lean into it just a touch for me.
What do they call that? They're breaking the fourth wall.
Breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, exactly what I said. Yeah. At this point, the team split up, and there's a Tokyo team. And it's Lady and Mia, the
Tokyo team back. Okay.
Yes. They're going to search for undead Han because they found out Han might be alive. Like, what? Han's alive? Ain't no way Han's alive. So they go search for what I call undead Han. I call him undead Han.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is something that annoys me in movies when people get food and they're talking and then they stop eating the food. Like, weren't you just hungry? Yeah. You ate like 2 bites. Where'd you go? That happened in this movie because they saw something on a postcard that Han sent 12 years ago or whatever, whenever he died. And they're like, oh, this relates to that. Let's put down this fresh bowl of ramen in Tokyo. Tokyo ramen, real ramen, Levi. Mm-hmm. They stopped eating it to go look in this house. And at this point, they're in the house being nosy, and a ninja lady shows up. It's like, oh, snap, it's Ninja Lady. I like her. She a ninja. You know what I'm saying? And she working with Han, and they cool people, and they beat up a bunch of people in the house. At one point, Mia hit a man in the head with a soup ladle. But it was just like a distraction, because then she hit him with a pot afterwards. Yeah, so that was fun.
A little 1-2.
Yeah. A lot of heady plays took place. Oh, Cardi B is in the movie. That's just the note. Cardi B? 2 question marks.
What's her character in the movie?
She was a fake Interpol agent.
What is Interpol? So she was a stripper?
International Police.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, she's the one stripper that creates, that gives more information into the timeline of the story or, the plot of the story.
Let me tell you the heady plays and the counter heady play that took place. Okay. So John Cena's working with a rich dude who's like the father of an ambassador or something, right? Mm-hmm. Overseas ambassador. Well, Dom goes to the house to talk to his bro, right? Mm-hmm. Because he gets taken there, actually. He takes the house to talk to his bro. So Dom pulls up at the crib. He goes in the house. They pull guns on each other and start, like they're about to do something. And Rich dude comes in the house like, hey, guess what? I'm the son of an ambassador, which makes any building I have technically an embassy. So you technically is trespass on the embassy state. So all my Interpol agents going to take you away now. So Dom gets arrested. He's in the Interpol car. And I'm like, oh, heady play. Mm-hmm. I think that's what the note says. Let me see what the note says. Oh yeah, Dom gets arrested by Interpol. Hetty played by Cena Redo's business partner. It's called Cena Redo. And this is where all the Interpol, a bunch of Interpol ladies, basically, but they're not for Interpol. They work with Dom somehow because he somehow knew this was going to happen. How he knew that, they don't tell me. He just had it figured out. So then Cardi B telling him a bunch of stuff and just giving random dialogue that had nothing to do with anything. And that's how Cardi B was there. She was a fake Interpol agent. I think it was there to Cardi B a scene. I feel like at this point, Fast Furious, like, celebrities who like the series, let's give them a role.
Yeah.
Let's give them a shot.
Yeah.
So let's skip ahead in the story, Levi. Let's go to space. Oh, Han is back. He's alive. That's nice and everything.
Where's he been?
He was working with the government people that they work with, but he couldn't tell them because he needed them to think he was dead. He needed everyone to think he was dead.
Witness protection. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. I can't skip this. Their little hideout gets raided because it was a hideout from the government, and Cena used to work for the government before he betrayed the government, basically. Cena tells Dom that, I never killed our father. He was in debt and he wanted to lose that race on purpose, so he had me switch the cables. I know it would catch on fire, you massive dummy. So yeah. So
what do you want, like an insurance claim or something?
I think he was going to get more about throwing the race. I think somebody paid his dad to throw the race.
Okay, throwing the race.
So he needed to lose the race. But the problem was whatever wires they switched in the car made it catch on fire when he got wrecked.
That's really weird, though. That's where you just lost me right there, because dude could have just, not accelerated as fast.
He could have not
full
finished
pedal
first.
To the metal. Exactly.
He could have not been in first place the whole race. Exactly. Yeah. But no, he was going to throw it convincingly, and then his car, when his car wrecked, he blew up.
I guess Vin Diesel's father was such the GOAT at racing, he couldn't possibly lose. Like, the dude was allergic to losing.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently. So Cena tells Dom that, and Dom's innocence is now broken as a child. Well, let me tell you what happens next when Dom doesn't believe the story, Levi.
Oh, okay.
They beat up a bunch of the people that Cena and the rich dude have worked for him. Okay, they're running away, trying to get away from them. There's a ladder. They climb this ladder out the sewer level, right? Climb this ladder, and instead of pushing the ladder over after he climbed through, what Vin does is close the vault, lock it, like barricade, lock it, right? Lock the vault from the inside. Look at Letty and say, "I'm always here." He points at his heart. It's like, "I'm always right here." And Letty's looking at him like, "What are you doing, bro?" And I'm looking like, "Bro, you could have just kicked the ladder over and locked the door behind you. There's no reason, because they can't climb up there. You could have just kicked the ladder down the sewer." But no, he had to do that. So he climbs back down, and now he's fighting off 30 like agent people. Okay. It's Dom 1 versus 30. And like every time one tries to get up the ladder, they could kick down. He breaks through all the people and throws them off the ladder. He got a lot of weird, really crazy kills in, though, I'm not gonna lie. So he's throwing dudes over, breaking dudes' backs and stuff, right? Levi, let me say what he did, right? There are chains in there, right? He's all the dudes are grabbing him. He grabs the chains, all right? Grabs the chains, pulls them down, and collapses the whole building.
So we got
He's
Samson.
turned into Samson.
Yeah.
He turned into Samson.
Who
Levi.
did this? This was
They
Cena?
turned Dom into Samson.
Oh, Dom. Oh, my God.
No, this is Vin Diesel. Dom, yes. He turned into Samson. Okay, Levi. And
Please tell me my man's had
water.
a wig on when he did it. Please tell me my man's had
he was bald.
long flowing
He was bald.
hair.
This is why it didn't even work. That's why it didn't even work.
Yeah,
it didn't even work for me. Yes, exactly. So he's in the water like this with his hands all out, right? Because he's about to drown to death with all the agents that he killed. And he has a spirit. He has what I describe as a spiritual experience. Okay, so he's seeing.
How big is this building? I'm sorry. How big? Like, what is this building made out of?
I don't know. It was
So he literally
it's like a safe house, like an underground lair. It's as big as they needed to be for the plot, I guess. I don't know. It's as big as it needed to be for the plot. It's an underground lair type thing with tech in it. So he pulls it down. He's drowned. He's in the water, having a spiritual experience. So we have all these flashbacks to his childhood, but he's walking through the moments because he's not dead. Okay, because he's not dying, but he's like his spirit is walking through these childhood moments or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's thinking about how he walked in on the phone. He like heard his dad on the phone one time talking about, "Look, I know it's a lot of debt, but I'm trying to get it paid off." And his dad closed the door like, "Oh, you saw that moment, did you? Now you realize your brother's not a liar, aren't you?" And then Dom sees his son, because he has a son, He has a son by another woman who got murdered by the villain lady, I think, at some point. I don't know what movie that happened there, but it happened apparently. So yeah, he sees his son there too for some reason. And then he sees the moments on the track right before his father's terrible accident. I'm like, what is happening, bro? And he's in this water for a long time. Like, okay, he at least got brain damage or something at this point.
Yeah.
But remember how I told you Letty was barricaded, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was in the thing he barricaded and collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you see is her in the water with her hand out like this. And then Dom wakes up back wherever they're hiding out at now. And yeah. He locked the gate behind him, Levi. How'd she get out? Thank you. I was the note says, and Dom's now inexplicably saved, ... Dom literally locked the gate into the ladder behind him, and somehow a lady from the other side broke out and saved Dom, who has no brain damage, even though he was drowning in the water.
Yeah.
So now we're like at the final fight scene. Oh, also, John Cena ziplined across like 7 buildings at one point. And nice. he had like infinite zipline guns in his backpack. So he would shoot the zipline. He would like zipline from one spot to the next, shoot zipline gun again, keep ziplining, shoot again, keep ziplining. But Dom had a great form tackle on him on one of the ziplines. Like Dom came through and like, got him. Good tackle. A very good tackle. I skipped a lot of stuff. There's so much stuff happening in this movie. Oh yeah, magnets are a big deal in this movie, by the way.
Okay.
Magnetized like cars. There's like a car with like a British parcel service that's like not UPS. But they use that magnet. They turn the magnet up all the way, and somehow they catch John Cena's car from the other side of the street, and then it crashes through and lands directly into the car, which was big enough to fit into the package service vehicle. Yeah, magnets. Francis Ngannou is here. He's a villain. He's a henchman for the villains, basically.
Okay.
He gets into a fight with Han, by the way. It's Han wins. No. Not through force. He gets beat up very badly, but he straps a bomb to his chest and it magnetizes him out the window and then ejects him out the car. And with a parachute, and then Francis Ngannou blows up. Really bad for the UFC's business numbers. That really sucks. Lost a big star right there.
That's just one little small part. Out of all the parts, we've had to suspend disbelief. The rest of it sounds very realistic.
Yes. Here's my note. I can't read this note fully. My demo is in spot. I said these in words in space. I said these in words in space. They in space.
So how'd they get to space?
Now they got to space?
Please.
Let me see how they got to space. The Tokyo Drift creators, Bow Wow and the other dudes that were in Tokyo Drift, I guess the guys that did the mechanic stuff, they built a car that can, with the jet packs on it, basically, with like space fuel stuff. They built this. So they strap it to a plane, Levi. They take the plane as high as the plane can go. And then they launch the car off the plane with the rocket stuff, and then it gets into orbit, and then it stays in orbit because they had to go to space, Levi, because the piece there. So John Cena and the dude want a weapon, right? It's like something that can control all the weapons in the world, basically. Weapon that can control all the weapons. So they want that, and they want to put it together, and they can have, basically have world domination at that point. But they have to link it to a satellite. So Ludacris and Tyrese go into space to stop the satellite from launching. They want to break the satellite or shut the satellite down, the way the thing won't have any relay signal, right? So they in space, floating in space, and then they start maneuvering the car towards the satellite in space. They're driving a car with no tires, floating in space, Levi. Okay.
And they don't have any oxygen, correct? No helmets on.
No, they do have spacesuits. They do have spacesuits.
Oh, okay.
They have spacesuits. Yes. Okay. So we'll give them that much. They did have a spacesuit.
Thank you.
Yes, they covered that base at least. But would you like to know how they blew the satellite up? Would you like to know?
Can I take a stab at it?
Yes. Please.
Does it involve a car cigarette lighter?
It doesn't.
Oh man, I was hoping it would involve that, but
they had some kind of big master plan, right? But that plan didn't work out because it just wasn't gonna work. That plan they had didn't work out. The technical stuff aspect of it didn't work. Ludacris is the numbers guy. He's very upset about this. Also surprise, surprise, John Cena got betrayed by his villain friend. So now John Cena is now a part of the family again because he's trying to beat the villain. So now the family's looking out for him. They're like, we're not gonna let them take you out like that. You know what I'm saying? So now he's family.
Yeah.
So while they're in space and Tyrese is like, so Tyrese is bringing out, he's like, why don't we just kill it? Like, just drive through the satellite in space, in their space car. He's like, activate the nitrous and just let you drive through it. And Ludacris like, man, that ain't gonna happen, man. Worst case, we get blown up. Worst case, and we're floating up here forever. And you know what Tyrese tells him, Levi?
What is it?
You like, no, he said, you gotta have faith, bro.
Yes.
And Ludacris is like, what's faith got to do with the numbers, man? It's numbers and science. And my note is existential conversation about faith versus numbers in outer space.
Yes, dude, they covered all the bases in this movie, man.
And while Tyrese is giving this speech about space, about faith and numbers, they're showing a montage of things happening on Earth as they do weird things with cars that don't make sense and try and break into other cars and do saving things. So then, you know what they do, Levi? You know what Ludacris and Tyrese do? They crash their car through the satellite, Levi. So they break the satellite with a Pontiac Fiero. I don't even know what year I don't even know what year they made the Pontiac Fiero, but that's what they crashed it in. That's what they did. They crashed their Pontiac Fiero through the satellite to blow it up and shut out the uplink. By the way, the uplink was at 99.6%, by the way. That's how clutch they were. They were this close to not doing it, but they did.
Wow.
But also we're back on Earth and they're still stuck in space. Also, my note says, I don't even ... All right. Yeah. So we're back on Earth. Everything is saved. Dom and Cena are talking, and Dom's like, "It's gonna be a lot of people after you, little brother." And Cena's like, "Yeah, I know." And Dom goes, "You know, one time somebody gave me a 10-second head start, a 10-second car, and gave me a head start. I'm gonna do the same for you." So he gave him the keys to his supercharged car or whatever, so trying to get away. By the way, my note was Dom didn't apologize for all the years of pain he caused his brother, and this kind of messed up. I'm just saying.
That is messed up.
Yeah, like, I know you gave him the car to get away, but I'm sorry, would have gone a long way there, bro.
Yeah.
You really would have, and you didn't do it. So, you know, kind of trash. Yeah. So, yeah. By the way, Ludacris and Tyrese are still in space. They're not back yet. But, would you like to know how Ludacris and Tyrese got back to Earth?
Yes.
Their car floating. Apparently, there was random people on a space mission around the same time. Some random foreign government was in space, and they're like, and they were like,
so it wasn't Bezos and his brother.
No, it wasn't Bezos this time. No, it wasn't Bezos. No. May have been Galactic. I'm not sure. But yeah, they were like, are those two guys in space in a Pontiac? And then that's what the people said. And it's in subtitles. They're speaking a foreign language, so it's in subtitles. So then that's apparently how they got back to Earth. Apparently this ship just had extra room to take 2 more passengers.
How'd they even get into the, whatever. How do you even get into the ship? Like
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious.
Well, with this, can I make another observation?
Yes, please.
It probably doesn't sound best coming from me, but do you find it weird that they took the 2 black dudes to space when I feel like in reality, the 2 black dudes are going to be the last ones to volunteer to go in space? I've just heard that from other black people. I'm sorry. It's maybe bad. We can nix that, but I've heard other black people say, I'm not going to space.
You know what else was funny? No, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. We ain't going to space. We ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what else? You know what else was funny? What? You know how you knew a Tyrese and Ludacris scene was coming up? A hip hop song would play. Every single time. Every single time. It'd be a rap song. Every single time. A rap song would play. I'm like, must be a Tyrese and Ludacris scene. And every time it was. Every time. Didn't fail. Not once.
Dude, shut up. You changed my mind, bro. I got to go see this movie now.
You should go. I just see the ridiculousness of it, bro. I send you all my notes, and you can just watch it with the notes as to accompany you, and you'll see the spots where I tuned out and just stopped paying attention for a little bit and just didn't want to write anything.
It's great. What's the Rotten Tomatoes ratings on Fast Sign?
It's probably higher than it should be. It's probably ridiculous.
It probably is.
I'm scared.
Why do people love that? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I really don't. Oh yeah, they have another flashback to young Dom consoling young Cena after their father's death. right? Like still on the train. He's sitting down, like emotional. And Dom I think my note says another flashback. Young Dom Senior talking after the father's death. Dom's reassuring little bro they'd be okay. Period. He lied because it was a lie. You weren't okay because you made your brother leave, like in Lion King 2 when they kicked the homie out, when they just exiled the homie. You seen Lion King 2?
Yeah.
You know when they exiled Nala's boyfriend? Nala had a boyfriend, they exiled him, and the zebra sung about it. Deception. Remember that?
Dang, man. No, I don't. It's been a minute since I've seen the second one. Okay. It's been a minute.
Yeah, they exiled her boyfriend because he was technically Scar's, like, he was Scar's one of Scar's women's kid or something. I don't know. Something weird happened. But one of those Scar stuff going on. He was sitting there. He was supposed to be sitting there to kill something, but he wasn't gonna do it. Yeah. But they kicked him out. He got exiled. That's how Dom did his bro, low key. That's how Dom did Cena.
Dang.
But yeah. Dom, but bro. They had one more cookout. They went back because they always end with a nice cookout scene at the family house. Mm-hmm. Everybody was there. They did a decent tribute to Brian, where like they just had his car pull up because they had kind of the way they still haven't necessarily said Paul Walker's character is gone. Mm-hmm. Why he's gone? There's like, oh yeah, he's doing this or whatever. Because in this movie, he was at home taking care of all the kids while Mia was out being on a mission. And they made that work because John Cena was also her brother too. Because Mia and Vin Diesel's brother and sister, so Jacob is her brother too. So they did kind of make that work. They did the scene where like he was gonna pull up at the end, so for the cookout and everything. So that was fine, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. Their hacker has never driven a car, Levi. She doesn't drive. She's the only member of the team that doesn't drive. Would you like to know who helped lead the big chase that caught John Cena's character?
The one that doesn't drive.
The one that doesn't drive, Levi. She did it.
Yeah, of course.
By the way, she also happened to hijack the same car she also happened to hijack the vehicle that Ludacris and Tyrese were in while they were being like, because they were like in the back of the truck being like, dealt with by the villain, by like some henchmen. Mm-hmm. But she happened to actually steal that same car. That happened to be the car she got into and steal. Yeah. Because the power of family makes anything possible. It does. That's what I learned from Fast and Furious. So that's my Fast and Furious Fast 9 review. If you would like to see it with the accompanying notes, text me. I will send you the notes. You can go watch the movie for yourself with my notes and tell me how you feel. Afterwards.
Yeah. If I decide I need to go waste 2 hours and 30 minutes of my life, I will do that.
Oh, it was a long 2 hours and 30 minutes, bro. It really was. So Space Jam.
Well, before we get into that, two things. One, I gotta take a pee break. But two, before that, I looked up what their Rotten Tomatoes score is.
What is it?
And I didn't look at it because the first article that popped up was from Screen Rant, and it said why F9's Rotten Tomatoes rating keeps changing and what it means. So apparently somebody messing with it, bro. It started out fresh.
Oh, the people hating?
Yeah, well, it started out fresh, went to rotten, then went to fresh again, and then back to rotten. So
that sound like studio nonsense.
I think it is. I think somebody's playing with the numbers.
Yeah, the studio trying to keep it fresh, and the people said no.
Right now, I think it's at 82%. That's ridiculous.
That is incredibly high, way higher than it should be.
It should reverse it. Okay, at the time of this article is 59%, which is a little bit rotten, but yeah. So
you gotta get below 40% and talk about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. All right, I'll be back in a second.
I'm gonna rate it poor. All right, I'm gonna rate it poorly so the vote talk about it.
Bet.
I love the pause recording feature. That way I don't have to just stop and come back to it. It's so clutch. But yeah, so we also watched Space Jam, Levi. We both watched Space Jam.
Yeah.
We both did see it. Did you HBO Max it? That's what I did.
Yeah. At a friend's house. I don't have HBO Max.
Oh, word. That's what I did. I HBO Max it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was out. I found out accidentally. I'm like, oh, it's out. Let's just go. I was trying to watch something to watch on HBO Max. So let's just watch Space Jam, see what this is about.
Yeah.
You have notes on Space Jam, apparently.
Yeah, I went back and looked at the notes. They suck. My notes suck, and I got tired of writing notes like halfway into it. Not even halfway. But what I found,
taking notes is difficult.
Yeah, it is. Well, I kind of want to start with the beginning scene with a flashback of young LeBron. So LeBron got addicted, got really good and addicted to a Game Boy Color in 2 hours, and then had to have a life lesson after those 2 hours because he couldn't have video games anymore because he lost the game-winning shot. Was it the coach's fault? Because he kept telling all the other players, only LeBron shoot. He's clearly yelling out the game plan. And so, but yeah, Coach Julius told him to give up the video games, and that's how the plot started.
Yes, because he was unfocused. That's what he was.
Yeah.
And then that's the life lesson LeBron took into his parenting style with his kids, because his one son was like trying to make video games and stuff. His other son was trying to ball. And he ain't like that.
Well, I want to know if LeBron's friend ever got his Game Boy Color back, because the coach threw away the Game Boy Color. It wasn't even LeBron's.
Yo, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes.
That's really crazy.
So LeBron owes a buddy a Game Boy Color. And good luck finding one of those.
Oh,
you got one still?
Yeah. You put batteries in it, it still works too. That's the crazy part.
Nice. Well, I guess you can tell me this, because I never owned a Color. I had friends that had one, but did that game even exist? That looked like a Bugs Bunny Mario crossover, pretty much.
I feel like they made it up.
Okay.
I think they made it up for sure.
So that was a weird way to introduce LeBron's fandom into the Looney Tunes as well. Yes,
it was. Yes, it was. Everything in this movie was a commercial product.
It was. Everything had a purpose in it.
Bro, they redefined product placement in this movie.
Oh,
I promise you they did. They were on one. Where did we go after that? Oh, yeah, we went to the house and LeBron telling his son the same thing.
But I want to know. So this is where the confusion started for me. Well, I mean, after I got past the whole, yo, bro, you really gonna let your coach throw away your homeboy's Game Boy? Then I got caught up on who's dude number 2. Is that supposed to be Bronny? Is that supposed to be a son? Who is that?
The one
who keeps getting hit in the head with the ball. Apparently LeBron has a contraption where you just say ball and it'll shoot a ball.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what they named the sons in this movie. I feel like they kept them unnamed for a specific reason.
I want to say the youngest kid's name was Dom, bro.
Wait, why do I think you're right?
I think it was Dom. I'm pretty sure Vin Diesel was the main character, the youngest son, but
it was Dom.
It was
Dominic James. Yes.
All right. Answer another question for me. Am I stupid, or did I really read an article or see an article back when Bronny had the little, Snapchat mishap, drug mishap? Wasn't that like a fallout? Wasn't that like he's not going to be in Space Jam anymore because of that?
I thought.
Or am I making that up?
Okay. I think it was just a joke people made. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because none of his real family was in the movie.
Wait, so that's not really LeBron's son in there?
No, those are actors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are all actors.
That tells you how much I know about.
That wasn't Savannah either.
Yo, I knew that. And I was confused about that as well, because I'd heard, which this could have just been rumor, especially when they're planning to move to LA, people just trying to throw narratives in there. I heard she wanted to be an actress or get into that. So I was confused as that as well, because that could have been first movie role.
Yeah.
Show the acting chops.
No. But yeah, so the movie keeps going, and then how do we get to where? Oh yeah, Don Cheadle's character's name was Al G Rhythm for algorithm, which
I actually enjoyed that today. I just got that today. I did not know what they were doing with that. I did not know. For some reason, I could not think of algorithm. I don't know why.
I actually enjoyed that. The way I still don't fully understand how they made him how he was a sentient being. I haven't figured that part out yet, because he was what were they doing, a pitch meeting for LeBron to like play anything, be in anything. Yeah, and then he thought it was stupid, and then apparently the computer algorithm got very upset, and then
this is where the plot line starts to look a little similar to Fast 9. because, like you said, Vin Diesel pretty much created the villain, his brother.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
LeBron pretty much created the villain in Al G because, he didn't have to call the computer stupid and all that, but he did.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He became self-aware is how Wikipedia describes it. Algae secretly became self-aware. That's what happened. Yeah, and requires and desired more recognition. I love people who write plots for Wikipedia. I love people who write the plots. He requires the algae who has secretly become self-aware and desires more recognition from the world. He lures the two, LeBron and his son, into the server room and traps him in virtual reality.
Mm-hmm.
That is what algae rhythm did. He trapped them in virtual reality, and which I still don't fully understand how we got here.
Yeah,
why did they at this point? You know what I said? Y'all should have did the Independence Day 2 thing. Just kept with aliens. The aliens just got a better plan or something.
Yes.
Like, just keep the aliens, because the aliens got a cameo. You saw him get a cameo.
The Monstars did.
Yeah, at the basketball game, they were at the court.
At the basketball game?
They were at the court. Yeah, they were at the court.
That's right.
They were the small version of themselves before they had steroids.
Yeah, you're right. It was just really kind of confusing to me. And then the whole plot of we're gonna have a game. We'll have a game off. I don't know. It was just really weird. It was just all weird. Couldn't track.
The fact that I still don't understand how they got the NBA players that he got.
Yeah. See, they don't explain that either. And they do. They do explain that actually. Yes.
Oh, I missed
okay. Those were like the players they had already highlighted earlier when LeBron's son was showing him his video game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that makes sense. The video game seemed kind of fun too, by the way.
I mean, it really just seemed like a more futuristic space. I mean, not Space Jam.
NBA Street.
Yes, that. And I was thinking, what was the old arcade NBA game?
NBA Jam?
Jam. Yes.
Yeah.
NBA Jam. That's what it was, just a fancy version of
I was here for it.
NBA.
I was here for it.
Yeah.
I need a demo version of that or something.
Yeah.
I was gonna hook that up. So and then LeBron's son is secretly Algae. He thinks Algae Rhythm is his friend, but he's just trying to control him so he can trap everybody in the virtual world. Yeah,
the old your father doesn't care about you.
Yes.
What has he done for you? I liked the jabs. Of course, I really appreciated the jabs. The
jabs were funny.
Yeah, LeBron not being loyal.
Right.
Yeah, different stuff like that. So
the jabs were well placed.
Yes.
So then we end up at LeBron got stuck in Toon World and then found all the cartoons. They didn't know about the basketball game for halftime, right? He didn't know we didn't know why he was there at first, right? He figured it out later.
Man, no, he knew. I think he knew. He didn't know.
I thought he just got lost at first.
No, because he had already told him. He's
you're right. He did tell him.
Yeah. So we'll send you. And so apparently, him going to Looney Tunes or Algae sending him to Looney Tune world, like that was like the worst possible world he could end up in to find.
To find hoopers.
Find hoopers. Yeah,
because he was trying to get Batman and all that, and Superman and everybody on the squad.
Yeah, but it wasn't that easy.
He named No, it's never that easy.
And it can never be that easy because when he shows up in Toon World, only one dude is there, and it's Bugs Bunny.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Bugs like, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And they put the team together, and then he gets all the good old tunes. And then LeBron's trying to be hard-nosed Tom Thibodeau coach with the tunes.
Yeah, just like he was with his son at the beginning. No games.
Yes.
You got to be out here. You got to be committed. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to be great? Bad.
Do you want to be great?
This plot is so bad.
Yeah.
I think Marvin the Martian was my favorite cartoon because he was just being Marvin the Martian.
That was funny. I mean, the movie was funny. It really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I agree, honestly. Yeah. Like, it's a cheesy movie that as an adult you should laugh at because it's so cheesy. Yeah. But I honestly feel like it was a decent film, though, honestly. Like, it's something that, if like a kid wanted to watch it, I'd watch it with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really wasn't that bad. Laughing at the plot is really fun because the plot was ridiculous.
It really was ridiculous, and it was just very cookie cutter. I mean, it was put your hand in a hat and draw out any normal stereotypical plot line of a movie. Yeah, it was that.
Was your favorite part also when Sylvester thought he found Michael Jordan?
Okay. So I mean, I feel like that was one thing. For some reason, my mind let me fool me for just a half second. Just a little bit of me thought, this may actually be Michael Jordan. But I think we could all see that coming from a mile away. That was going to be Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. It was a decent role. It was pretty fun. The rap battle.
Notorious
in the middle
B.I.G.
of the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Which it wasn't even really a rap battle, was it? It was just.
It wasn't. He just rapped.
The pig and microphone.
Points.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about how you get points in this game. You
get style points.
Anything to get points.
Yeah.
As long as it looks cool.
Yeah.
And then you just rack up style points.
Yeah.
And anything you do can also be stopped. Like they can literally move the goal.
Yes.
They moved the goal to make you miss.
Which I don't think that was actually technically legal according to Dom's game, but they're not playing Dom's game anymore.
Nope. It was no longer Dom's game.
Which I need to mention my favorite part of the movie or my favorite line was, I can't remember which part this was in, but LeBron was pretty much trying to tell Don Cheadle, Al G, what to do. And Al G hit him back with, "You're trying to tell me what to do?" He's like, "Who do you think I am, your coach?" That was the best line in the movie. Give Don Cheadle an Oscar for that, and I hope he improv that.
I think what I loved was when there's always that one line that triggers the character's realization, and it was like, I forgot what it said. So I think it was something about fun, and then he realized he was just holding his son back.
Yes. Yeah.
He was like, "Just gotta let him play."
Yeah.
And he looks over. He's like, Hey, I'm sorry, son. It's just like, what? Like, exactly. I love these moments. That's about Bugs Bunny sacrificing himself.
Yes. Yeah.
Deleted.
Before we get into that, we do need to make the observation that, so the plot's moved from where LeBron, being hard on his son, didn't want him to play video games. And if you're going to step out on that court, I don't care if it's your home court, literally in your backyard, and you're with your brother and you just want to play around. No, there's none of that. If you got a ball in your hand, you're on my court, you're going to play serious because you're going to be great. But we then learn it's not all about being great and hard nosed. Sometimes you just got to have fun. You know what? Yes. LeBron took a page out of the Mike Budenholzer coaching playbook. Go play fun. Go play random. Go do that Looney Tunes stuff. I wanted to text you that earlier when you sent me that.
That's great. I'm glad you saved it. I'm glad you saved it. They covered 1,000 to 30 or something like that.
Yes, they scored like 1,000 points in the second half. Maybe more than that.
They got 897 and like 3 moves. And a wrap.
Yeah.
Suddenly it was a game. And then they came down to one play where they were going to make the game glitch. Also, let's talk about the fact that everybody was going to be kidnapped by watching a game. He was going to delete the world.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, all the Looney Tunes were going to get deleted and everybody else was just going to stay in that world.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah. With no Looney Tunes. Yeah. And my thought was, I feel like half these kids don't even know who Looney Tunes are. I don't feel like they care, bro.
No, they don't. Okay, yeah. So that's been a big conversation too in this whole movie. It was like, who are you going after with this? Because there's not much of a draw for the kids, as in they don't even really know who the Looney Tunes are. Do kids nowadays know who Bugs Bunny is? I don't think so. And then for the adults, it's just, I don't know. How do you balance that? What do you do with it?
Yeah, I don't understand what I don't know, like, if the kids really would have cared.
Yeah.
It was quite interesting setup. And then they had to do the, what was it? Cross step back.
Is that LeBron's signature move or something?
I feel like that's low key his move. Like, when he's when you can tell he's not about when he dribbles for 23 seconds, and then he like goes to the side, hits that side three.
That is true. That is true.
I guess it is kind of his move a little bit.
Yeah.
They had a little bit of sofrito to it though. They put a little sofrito on it. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But then suddenly Bugs Bunny mastered it because LeBron's like, I'm gonna do. LeBron's like, I'm gonna do it, and Dom's like, no, Dad. And I'm like, Dom, this is your fault anyway. I feel like you should be the one to do it, to be honest. But you're the son, so you can't do that. I'm sorry. I guess you can't do that. But I don't know. But then the homie Bugs just steals the inbound and like, everybody, no, Bugs. And Bugs like, I got it, Doc.
Yeah. Well, he executed the move, but it was a very short air ball. Very short. It was. I don't think it made it halfway.
And then I was kind of happy that they reinvented the Jordan stretch dunk. And I also like the fact that Cheadle, like they planned for it and they had Algae Rhythm like grab LeBron's arm so he couldn't do the stretch dunk.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He came and jumped on top of him. Yeah. He literally tackled him midair. How did the ball go in? I can't remember that.
Bro, they sent the double Dom threw a jump pad at him. So then LeBron got another jump. And then
that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And then he posterized Algae because you can get posterized in this thing. And the Algae Rhythm got deleted. So I guess the internet's also deleted. I don't know how deep Algae had gotten to this.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
Algae, because what are the real world ramifications of deleting an AI that just controlled everyone? I feel like the internet's gone. It has to be rebuilt, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, if we wiped out Watson, well, where would we be right now? The IBM Watson.
Did LeBron technically crash the entire world stock market by getting Algae Rhythm deleted?
No, because didn't it just work for Warner Brothers?
Oh, you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
It was just a Warner Brothers content creator.
You're right. Okay. So
how sad is that, bro? Can we talk about that? Why does Warner Brothers have to build a whole freaking artificial intelligence just to come up with new content? I mean, they pretty much left the Looney Tunes in the past. They could have used them some more and made the movie more relevant before it actually came out.
That is a fact, though.
Yeah.
I would watch some new Looney Tunes for sure.
Yeah.
I rock with the Looney Tunes heavy. But you know, the weird thing with me and the Looney Tunes, I still rock with the old art style more than I don't like them looking too new. Oh, that's the other thing. The real life model Looney Tunes.
What'd you think about it?
It wasn't as scary as I thought it'd be, but I never want to see it again at the same time.
Yeah. It didn't bother me. I actually preferred it because it made it more realistic.
It matched up.
It matched up. Yeah. But my buddy who I was watching with, he wasn't a fan of it. He'd rather them stay as the tunes. So
if I'm gonna watch like a Looney Tunes thing, I want the old style. But if I'm just gonna watch like this, I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the real question is LeBron versus Jordan. Who was the better actor?
I don't know, man, because
my adult eyes know Jordan wasn't good in that. My grown-up eyes know he wasn't good. But my childhood eyes still see him in Space Jam and still like it.
See, I didn't watch Space Jam that long ago. The Jordan one. I've seen it pretty recently and I know it wasn't good.
It's not good, bro. That's the thing people don't want to say, bro.
Yeah.
The original Space Jam as an adult is not very good.
No, it's not.
But the soundtrack was banging.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that was new. That was revolutionary too back then. I mean, we hadn't seen that since like Mary Poppins, where real life is interacting with cartoon characters.
Yes.
But I guess I'll give the edge to LeBron in the acting. I'm not saying the acting was good, but MJ wasn't that good of an actor either.
Right. I saw some funny comments on Reddit. Be like, "Oh, the whole movie's one big commercial," and people like, the first Space Jam was one big commercial, right?
Yeah.
And like, no, it wasn't. Like, bro, there's literally a segment in it where Jordan has to go back to Earth to get his shoes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that did happen.
Yeah.
But I think the first one had the advantage of having Bill Murray in it.
I did. I forget Bill Murray was in that.
Yeah. Bill was out there. Bill came to cook. Bill came to Toon World to cook, man.
He did. Right. I think they should have involved I don't know. I like, if I had to pick one or two, I prefer one because I like the dynamic of actually having Charles Barkley, Muggsy Bogues, like they were in the plot better. You know, they were, we got with them more.
Watching Charles get pumped by them kids because he couldn't ball no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you ain't no Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Get out of here. He was so sad.
He was.
But no, I do think the original had a better plot for the basketball situation for sure.
It was less contrived. Is that a word? Right.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, because this was a real push hard. Like
they forced this one. They really forced it.
And I'll give them a little bit of a tip of the hat to say they got more creative than I thought they would with it. Yes. At the same time, it didn't work. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's like, I appreciate them taking chances, but it's also like, didn't hit like that. But I think someone's argument was kids today are more in tune with the internet than anything else. So it may have made sense to them. Like, that might be fair.
Yeah. But also, overall, I didn't buy any of that BS, bro, of like, this kid cannot create a freaking video game, bro. Like, just, it showed like the little ways he did it. Like, he's on the All-Star. He's got his phone and he attached the camera he made himself. I'm like, bro, this dude like should be in Harvard right now. Like, why are we?
Yeah, honestly, like LeBron was failing that kid so badly. I'm like, bro, you can do this. You need the basketball should be the least of his focus.
Exactly. That's the whole time I just kept thinking LeBron's not a good parent. I mean, I know it's just
I know. Play, yeah, in the movie, it was terrible parenting. Yeah, it was horrendous parenting, dog. Yes. You have a ball player. You have one kid who could ball play and another like computer genius.
Yeah, exactly.
At worst case, you need to get him into like stats and stuff.
Yeah,
and make if you want to get him in sports that way.
Exactly.
You gotta be on the court.
Exactly.
You know what else I didn't buy was at the end when LeBron took his son to the E3 camp.
Yes.
For gaming.
Mm-hmm.
At no point did he look out the window to see the direction he was going in.
Exactly.
How you get surprised at camp, bro?
Yeah.
And also, did he bring any of his gaming supplies to camp, or did he just bring a bunch of gym shorts and stuff?
Exactly. And the ball. Yeah,
like, the ball.
Ball. I'll keep it with me. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that ball?
There's no hoop. There's definitely not a basketball hoop at E3 court.
Exactly.
At E3 convention.
Exactly.
Ain't no way.
And he doesn't pass as somebody who's going to sit and work on his dribbling too. In his dorm room or whatever.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah. But overall, fun movie in spite of our jokes. It's a fun watch.
Yeah.
It's a fun watch.
Spoiler alert to Bugs Bunny. I mean, I knew they were going to bring Bugs Bunny back. And when he said, I'm a tune, we don't die. But at the same time, deleting is different than dying, bro. If you get deleted, you're gone. You're gone. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was a plot. That was a whole
other question. How he get to Earth?
Bugs.
Yeah, Bugs just showed up on Earth.
I don't know. Yeah.
And then he brought all the homies. He was like, the homies here too.
Yeah.
We're going to stay at the crib.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know why? You know why, Levi? The power of family. The power of family, man.
You're right. It's the power of family. It was. The Looney Tunes family. That was a cute little thing. I did feel bad for Bugs when he was missing his family. And
me too.
Yeah. So
yeah. I was glad they got the game back together for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that wraps it up today. This is fun. NTE at the movies.
Is this true? Was there really a graphic of LeBron when he was on the sideline of Game 5 and it showed the Rotten Tomatoes score of Space Jam?
Apparently so. Yeah, Disney was not playing. Disney did not care.
I love the Disney. Warner Media salt. Warner Brothers Media salt there. I love it.
Disney was like, oh yo, because it beat Black Widow. It took number one spot
in the box office. It did. Okay, yeah. So that explains
Disney had to throw some shade.
I like that. Can we see more of that? I mean, not just on him. I'm just saying of everybody. I like the cross. I like the
any act like just pull up some bad Jack Nicklaus numbers during the Lakers game one day.
Yeah. Yes.
Like some bad Jack Nicklaus numbers.
Spot a celebrity.
I'm here for all this.
I'm with it.
Throw shade at everybody.
Yeah.
See Patrick Mahomes put the Super Bowl score up. Like. See, just random shade towards any and every celebrity possible.
I like that.
Please.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that wraps it up. Thank you for attending NTE at the movies. Dang, we didn't outro the regular pod at all.
Do what?
Oh, well. We didn't outro the regular pod at all.
Oh, I thought this was all going to be in it.
Oh, it can't all be in it, can it? That's right.
Yeah, it's going to be one long pod. You're welcome, America.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The Man one-on-one videos.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all. Have a nice week. We will see you. Maybe when we see you, the finals will be over. Or still be going on.
Maybe.
I don't know if the games that happens, we'll definitely do an emergency pick 'em pod before that for sure. So
yeah,
you know,
we will.
If we get to a game 7, I think game 7 is supposed to be Friday night. I think.
Yeah, which tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's game 6. Yeah.
Yeah, so Friday. Yeah. Well, thank you all for listening. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And remember,
follow.
Nothing can defeat family.
Subscribe. Yes.
And subscribe.
Yeah.
For family. For the power of family.
Put down those video game kids.
That's right.
If you want to be great.